Indeed, it is nowish, so we are now live. Welcome to another Poke Monday stream where you may think things are a little bit different than usual, as we are not returning to ZA, mostly because Hunter, understandably, did not want to continue that grind. I'm, of
Look,
course, Shiv,
And the Krampus.
I'm Hunter Green,
And I'm Vincent.
and
and
Hunter, if you want
yeah,
to go ahead and make your talk about how the grind is going to be.
RNG can either be really kind or really rude, and honestly, I was at the point where the only thing I needed to grind out was berries to make donuts. And the game did not want to give me donuts so I could actually get berries at a reasonable rate. And I was just tired of it. It reached the point where it was no
Nope,
longer
can't do
fun.
that.
And we have a general rule of if the streamer is not enjoying the game, we don't play the game. And I had forgotten about that until I was done with trying to get a good donut that night. Said I was done with it, and was reminded, yeah, when you're not having fun, just move on to another game. And I realized we had reached that point. So real quick rundown of what we didn't get to see that I would have liked to have shown off. When you get the Rayquaza, you give it to Ansha. There's a heartfelt scene where she talks about really looking forward to giving it to her mother. But her mother is overseas, and she knows that she can't go visit her mother. And she can't do anything with a legendary Pokemon. So please, Goblin, can you look over this Pokemon until I can meet up with my mother? And it's a really
Stuck
cute
it back
scene.
in a hole.
It goes into a box, yes.
Yeah.
The other thing I really wanted to show off was a side quest which I thought showed up earlier, where Vinny approaches you and says, "Hey, my daughter really wants a Mimikyu. We don't live in a region where Mimikyu is, but they're appearing in these rifts. Can you get me a Mimikyu?" And it's just his reaction when you give him a Mimikyu is like, "Yeah, no, you can see he's a caring father. He knows this is going to mean a lot to his daughter." And I really wanted to show that off. And the game decided, no, I'd rather be a pain in the butt.
That is how it do be
So now,
sometimes.
yeah, so now we're on to something fun.
Yeah.
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 So what we're doing tonight is a little bit different. Instead of just taking a week off, because we transition between games, we're going to go through and talk about, as you may see of the title, the best Pokemon. But first, we're going to talk about our favorites. So we have here a fun little sheet. When we upload this, we'll put a link to it so everyone else who watches this can check it out. Basically, the basic function of this is you have every generation of Pokemon, 1 through 9, along with your favorites at the very bottom. You have your types across the top, along with starters, gimmick forms, legend, your favorite legend, and favorite in that particular column, or that particular row. And as you click into it, the images will break for electric. Nope, there we go. Just had an issue loading the first time. It'll basically give you all the options of that particular type for that particular generation. There are also some oddities, as you may see in Gen 5 here real quick. There's some unusual stuff in there that can pop up, because they are sprites that had a normal type in that game. But besides that, we'll kind of just go through. Everyone will show off everyone's choices and talk about them a little bit here, and see how this goes as a kind of just general Pokemon discussion theme stream in between games. So obviously, we start with Gen 1 with the normal type, which is half populated by birds.
Of course it is.
I mean, all birds were normal type up until Gen 7 or 8. I think 8 was the first time we got a bird Pokemon that was not. Oh, that's not true. Gen 3. Because Gen 3 gives you Wingull.
Yeah, Wingull, water type.
Yep.
Water flying.
But for the most type, all birds were normal flying.
So my favorite choice for normal in Gen 1, it's honestly probably the Pidgey line. I actually... Oh, no, Snorlax is in there too. Snorlax is good.
Snorlax is solid, but that's more of a best than a favorite for me.
Strangely enough, I'm picking a bird. Let's make sure these scene transitions work properly. Hunter, have you picked your Pokemon yet? Oh. I see Vince has picked both his favorite normal type for Gen 1 and also some extra Pokemon there. He approves. Oh yeah, 'cause you already have the megas and the Dynamax form showing up. Yep. Yeah. But they weren't Gen 1. Yep. Jigglypuff is. Jigglypuff's normal type. Didn't have Fairy in Gen 1. That didn't exist. i.e. it's a normal type in Gen 1. Oh. Oh, okay, I know why. Hold on 1 second. Technical difficulties. Can you hear us now if you're listening to the stream?
You're not the problem. Let me test and see if I can hear myself.
Test.
Excellent. Okay, I can hear myself.
Okay, give me a second. I have to go fix this. The reason
Okay,
is, the
audio
reason is
checks.
dumb and I don't like it.
Wouldn't be a Sound Goblin stream without some type of technical difficulty. It's what we do. Hey, did you guys know I've reached a 3-stream watch? I'm also fairly certain that's wrong. Because I'm fairly certain I got the same pop-up yesterday.
Okay, now we're back on Hunters. Everyone else go try and talk real quick?
Oh, I think I know why.
Testing.
Yeah, so when you do different scenes, you should also make sure to
Yes.
copy your audio settings over.
Yep, yeah.
Yeah,
so
that was
that other
a lot.
people's audio is captured when you shift between your scenes, so you don't sound like a crazy person talking to yourself. Oh yeah, Hunter has a bunch of extra stuff that we don't have on his list because he has
Yes,
some extra settings turned on.
I'm playing in surplus mode. This will be explained the reason why when we hit Gen 4.
Yep.
But yeah, you will see Megas, Dynamax forms, regional variants, stuff like that. We're not picking any of them. I am playing by the rule of if I pick something, it's because of something in its gen when it was introduced.
So there is a, as you can see on the sheet, a gimmick form selection where all that stuff will appear.
Yes,
to
it'll appear
make
naturally.
those selections.
I'm picking Eevee as my favorite normal.
Eevee's
It
a
is
good normal.
absolutely adorable. One of the Gen 1 remake games, it is your primary starter, and it is overpowered as hell. But Eevee is just, I've always loved Eevee. I honestly kind of wish we had gotten the initial Eevee versus Pikachu starter set
Yeah,
as Gen 1.
I just want more evolutions. I mean, Vince chose Ditto.
Yes.
That's all
Because
choice.
my standards are how toyetic something is.
Correct.
And Ditto is literally silly putty.
Vince is going on a how toyetic. I like it. Ditto is in fact just a pile of Siliputty. Also an interesting Pokemon, given that it can basically be every Pokemon.
Yep.
And used for breeding. I think Krampus
Yeah, that-
went with Snorlax.
Don't get me wrong, I like Eevee, and there's a couple others in there that I'm like, these are okay. But as far as like my favorite, the one I will always gravitate to in Gen 1, there's always going to be a Snorlax on my team.
Snorlax is
He
solid
is big
Pokemon.
and friend
absolutely.
shaped. He is big and friend shaped, and I love him so. And he's also just a bucket of hit
He
points.
is also toyetic, given that I'm pretty sure that you can just get a giant.
You can
Snorlax
get a
plushie.
life-size
Yeah.
stuffed Snorlax plushie. I kind of want one.
There are other life-size plushies you can get, some of which are more unsettling.
Yep.
We'll see
Hey,
that
did you know?
in two more selection. One more selection.
Okay.
Fire type. Okay, I'll just do mine real quick. It's going to be Charizard. Charizard is the best fire type in Gen 1. Or my favorite fire type in Gen 1, realistically, probably Arcanine's a better Pokemon, or Moltres when we get to
I can say
talk about
Moltres would
best.
be
But
would be better.
we'll talk
Okay.
about some restrictions we're putting on best when we start doing the best sheet.
Yep.
Mine's pretty simple. It's Charizard. It was literally the Pokemon Red copy with Charizard on the front was what got me interested as a child into this game.
Yeah, he's
Had
a big old dragon.
Had I
It
not
isn't a
seen
dragon
a
type.
big old fire, he gets it eventually. He gets a Mega Form with it. Also, I mean, he is legitimately a solid Pokemon. He just has terrible access into the early part of the game.
Oh yeah.
Game-wise, he's horrible because the first 2 gyms blow ass. Those were fixed in
Yeah.
yellow, where you actually get a fighting type. You can get a Mankey early on in yellow,
Oh yeah. Yes.
and Nidoran learns
The
a double
Nidorans.
kick, so you
Yep.
can get through Brock's gym. Hunter, your fire type.
This is always a tough one for me. I will admit, fire is probably really low on my list of types.
I really like obviously I chose Charizard, but I actually really like
Yeah.
Ninetales and Arcanine. Ninetales probably more than
Yeah.
Arcanine.
So the one I like is probably the worst of the selection for Gen 1 Fire.
Is it Flareon?
It is not Flareon. Flareon's not great, don't get me wrong.
Is
But
it
it's not Ponyta.
Ponyta's an adorable horse.
Adorable.
Fantastic
Absolutely
horse
beautiful.
choice.
I would, if I were an actual Pokemon trainer that wasn't actually doing fighting, I would want a Ponyta.
You could 100% be a horse trainer at this point in Pokemon as well.
Oh,
There's
yeah.
so many horses. We will eventually get to one of my favorite Pokemon that is a horse, but that is not in Gen 1. Let's switch over to Vince here real quick.
Yep.
That is
Vulpix,
definitely
who-
Vulpix is definitely toy-esque.
Oh yeah.
It
They
is
were
pretty much a
plenty-
plushie by itself.
We're
Like I
gonna
say,
see
there
a
are
lot of
plenty of
plushy Pokemon if we get.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Vulpix, good choice. And Krampus went, Rapidash.
I had a similar thought. Like, sure, there are stronger Pokemon. If I was building a team that was just the best in combat, there are other fire types I'd take. But as to like my absolute favorite, I love Rapidash. I was unfortunately one of those kids who got blue. The
Oh,
wrong
yeah.
choice when it came to the first
no.
generation. So I had to trade for my Rapidash. But I just love it. It's a great design. Ponyta is cute, but I was all about like
Did you?
the full size on fire horse.
Hold
I
on.
what?
I don't think Ponyta was version exclusive.
Fairly certain Ponyta and
Pon-
Rapidash were the exclusives,
I don't know
along with a couple
Ponyta
others.
are.
I thought it was
'Cause
Arcanine
I think
and
they're the Arcanine
Vulpix.
Ninetales.
Good to also understand the last time I
Yeah.
played a Pokemon like Red and Blue game was when it was on the Game Boy.
Oh, I'm aware.
Now, I will correct you on something that is very important. Pokemon Blue, despite me buying the game because of Charizard and getting Pokemon Red, Pokemon Blue is the objectively better choice, and we'll get to why
Yes.
in a few picks.
Okay, so
Fair enough.
it was available in both versions. It's in the Pokemon Mansion, and if I remember correctly, it's a shit spawn rate in the mansion.
It's not the worst spawn rate
that's
in the
fine.
mansion.
Yes, it is.
I'm pretty sure it's a worse spawn. I'm pretty sure Magmar's a worse spawn.
I am looking at the Cerebi entry where it lists where they are: Red, Blue International, and Blue Japanese, and
Uh-huh.
Green Japanese. Pokemon Mansion. Yellow is Route 17.
Yeah, but I mean, does it have a better encounter rate than Magmar?
I mean, nothing had a better encounter rate than Magmar. Or, sorry, everything had a better encounter rate than Magmar.
Yeah, well, it wasn't the rarest thing in the Pokemon Mansion. I knew it was a Pokemon Mansion. Into the water type. So hey, wait, hold on. Helps if I actually click on the the right thing.
Yeah.
Did
Oh, never
you
mind.
know
Ponyta had his 40%, so it's actually pretty common.
that Vaporeon is the Pokemon best compatible with people?
Or at least the most compatible with your list.
I mean, it's not actually going in that spot on my list. I like things.
Okay.
Vaporeon's a perfectly fine Pokemon. It's actually might be the best option for EV evolutions in Gen 1. It's definitely not Flareon. Jolteon's pretty fast, but good option. There's actually a lot of Gen 1 water types I like. Blastoise is, of course, a fantastic selection.
No, wait, no.
The whole Squirtle line. These birds that aren't psychic,
Nope.
pure water type birds.
Why would you think they're psychic? Why
On the
would you
other hand,
think
they're
the
not flying, so at least
This
they're
is
playing
correct.
against
They
type.
are not flying. They're playing against
Why would you
type.
think the Psyduck, which is constantly holding its head because of psychic migraines, would be psychic type?
Maybe they just didn't want to do 2 psychic water types in the same generation.
That's possible.
Cloyster is actually a good Pokemon. Great defensive Pokemon.
Great defensive Pokemon, wonderful meme.
But I think I'm going to hedge my choice here. And actually, I don't know. I'm leaving one that I would consider picking in this spot because I know it goes in another one.
I
okay,
think
it's
you
gonna
and
be
I are on the
Gyarados.
same
We're gonna go
line.
Gyarados. Gyarados is a fantastic Pokemon.
Its glaring weakness is indeed a weakness, but hey, it's also fast, so good fucking luck.
We will also later on see Gyarados' counterpart in my list,
Mhm.
which I prefer over Gyarados. But
Agreed.
very different Pokemon. But Gyarados is gonna be my water type. I like Gyarados. Gyarados is great. Water type actually, just because water type has so many Pokemon in it, just in general, it's always gonna be a bit of a pain to choose which one you want.
It's going to be a pain to choose,
Yeah.
and Gen 1 has a lot of water types I
Gen
really
1
like.
has a lot of water types. It also carries, like it's a really strong Pokemon in Gen 1. It's a really strong Pokemon throughout. But in Gen 1,
We
it's
saw it wreck
not,
my
not
shit
hard to
in,
get, and it can carry hard.
Yeah, we saw it wreck my shit
Yeah.
in the ZA playthrough.
So what have
It's
you got
good.
for your water type there, Hunter?
This is a very tough one for me, because like I said, I like a lot of the water types. I
Mm.
love Blastoise. It is my favorite Gen 1 my favorite Gen 1 starter.
Yeah, well, we'll have a starter section later on to choose that in.
I really like Cloyster. Cloyster's a fucking strong hitter. So is Starmie.
Cloyster is a strong hitter. Starmie's good.
There are several. I love Lapras. I love the lore behind Lapras, and
It's also nice type.
I'm aware. Remember, a favorite here can still be a favorite in another
This
category.
is true. You can do double favorites of dual type Pokemon.
I really like the story behind Lapras being an endangered species. That when breeding became available in Gen 2, a kid mass bred Lapras and released them under the idea of saving a species. That later on, the actual Pokemon company took as a lore thing that happened. That people bred Lapras to save it from extinction, and it became something that was catchable. It's a beautiful story.
Cute.
I really love Seeking. If not only for the meme, fuck yeah, Seeking. But if I have to pick one for meme potential, and I love fossils, I have to give it to my boy Lord Helix.
Lord Helix? Okay.
Lord Helix.
All right, yeah, I can respect that.
Lord Helix is a respectable choice. Let's see what toy Pokemon we have from Vince.
Okay, so as many options as there are for water types, there isn't actually much that goes toyetic. On the other hand, Blastoise is a double water gun.
Lapras would be a really good pool toy.
I-
Or like at the beach.
Not with that back.
One of these does have a life-size plushie.
Yeah, we're going to tastefully ignore that.
That is fair.
Why are we
I also
tastefully
don't
doing
want-
anything?
Yeah, I'm also going to try not populate it almost entirely with plushies because that's
That's fair. Dude, Blastoise would be a fucking bitch in action figure.
And Krampus also a Blastoise. Excellent
Yeah,
choice.
I'm gonna be real honest with you. Most of the rest of Gen 1 water monsters are just scrungly animals. The only one that actually looks cool is the three
I
of
don't know
them.
what you're talking about. It's not like there's a seal and a dugong there or something.
Seal
there's
Dugong,
only
a
three-
fucking fish.
There's only 3 in there whose design I really like. One of them I'm saving for Ice type because, man, that's a dry category.
Especially in Gen 1.
And one of them, I promised myself I would not do the weird memes for every single thing.
All right, well, moving on to grass types.
I'll do it occasionally, but yeah.
Oh, God. I don't like any of the grass types in Gen 1.
I like some, but I only love one.
I'm doing Bulbasaur. Not his later line, because I don't really care much for Ivysaur, Venusaur. Yeah, that's really all I have to say for Gen 1 grass type. We will get to grass types later on that I do like, but Bulbasaur is going to be my Gen 1. I don't have much to talk about it. Hunter. Also,
Yeah, I
Bulbasaur?
pre-picked this one. The Bulbasaur is a adorable little guy
Mhm.
that loses some of his attractiveness as he evolves, and all the others sure are plants that are just there.
That's
Usually
correct.
or usually grass poison.
They
They're
were
not bad.
no, they're just not interesting. It's like here's a bug,
Exactly.
here's a plant. It's kind of the same issue as water. It's like here's a seal, here's a starfish, here's a fish. They're not
Yep.
really doing anything super interesting with the grass types in Gen 1. I see we also have Bulbasaur on Vince's.
Are we gonna get the
Am,
Bulbasaur?
am I
sleeve?
gonna, am I gonna be the only one who picked something different?
No.
Okay, seriously,
You're-
for
we're all allowed to
Toyetic,
pick the
I either
same.
get. Yeah, for Toyetic, there's not really much I have to work with here.
No,
As
there's
said
not.
beforehand, Bulbasaur is cute, so it does make for a decent
That
plushie.
dep-
The only other thing I can think about maybe is Execute
That
as
Unlike
literal
the
stink
three of
bombs.
you, I'm not a follower.
hold
So-
on now. There's an argument to make. You said toyetic, but you didn't say toy for kids.
It's true. So it should be said that one of those choices would be if I was counting in alternate forms from future gens, which we'll get into later with gimmicks.
And Krampus, you're changed. Buck on the trend with Ivysaur.
Ivysaur.
You layers evolve. You didn't hit the B button. I'm so sorry.
Look, I'm sorry. His fully evolved form just looks like someone like tried to flatten him and didn't get all the way with like a rolling pin. But
I shoved this
Ivysaur is the
giant plant on
combination.
the back of a toad.
Ivysaur is an evolution that is still cute and still maintains all the friend-shapedness of Bulbasaur.
It does still look mostly friend shaped. It has not reached Venusaur
Yep.
levels yet, so I can accept that. All right, electric types over here. Guess what? It's not Pikachu. It's gonna be actually like Jolteon. This was the evolution that I took in my very first playthrough, and I continue to like the spiky butt Pokemon because that's all you see of it when you use it as Pokemon.
Yes.
Electrode is actually a really good Pokemon. It's super fast, especially in the early
Yep.
generations. I think it's like the highest speed in Gen 1. Since I'm considering Gen 1, I wouldn't really consider the Magneton or Magnetite yet because they haven't picked up Steel, but once they get Steel, they're much better Pokemon. So I'm going to go with Jolteon. And Hunter.
First off, fuck
with
the electric
with every Pikachu form.
First off, fuck the electric rat. It is. I hate it as the mascot.
I mean, it's going to be Vince's choice. It has to be.
Yep. It is technically. No, that's not true. There is something
No.
that is more
No.
toyetic than a Pikachu.
There
in
is
this
nothing
line.
more toyetic than the number of toys that have produced on
No.
Pikachu.
Okay, okay. If Pikachu wasn't the mascot, Pikachu would not get shit. It is a mediocre.
We'll wait for my
Pokemon.
turn for me to explain myself. Anyway.
Yeah.
When I played through Gen 1 initially, this boy carried my ass. Magneton,
I'm not saying
this
Magneton's a bad
having
Pokemon.
Steel was really
It
good.
just gets better once it gets Steel.
As I've gotten older and done more runs, there are very few legendaries that I truly like. That I truly love. There are some that I like, but there are a few that I generally love. I love Zapdos.
That is perfectly valid. That was our first legendary with the Zapdos. Granted, we could only had 2 so far.
And my rule was that I was not picking stuff that you had to wait till post the Elite Four to get.
Yeah, you don't have
You
to.
can get all 3 of the legendary birds on the run up to the Elite Four.
Sure can. You just get the item, go get it. He's sitting in that power plant waiting for you.
Yeah, the second you get Surf, you can go get his ass. I don't recommend it.
Yeah, 'cause he's like level 50 or 60, and you're not that high at that point.
Yeah.
Let's see what thing that isn't Pikachu Vince has.
That is exactly what I was thinking. Is
That is-
more toyetic.
that is a
What's
ball.
more toyetic than a ball?
It's a gotcha ball.
It's Gotcha
Yep.
Ball. That's fair.
It's a ball from a gotcha machine. Not only is it toyetic, it can get you more toys.
Toys. Toy maxing.
To be fair, I was thinking Voltorb
Again, I'm
as
trying not
opposed
to make
Electrode.
everything plushies.
I was thinking Voltorb instead of Electrode, but same exact thing. It's
Same
a ball.
thing.
It is the
the
easiest
tiebreaker was
thing to
that
make.
face.
Yeah,
the
that's
tiebreaker really
fair.
was just that fucking face.
That's fair.
And Krampus has selected also a Jolteon.
Also Jolteon.
Adorable
Like,
electric
I have
dog.
nothing against Pikachu. Pikachu is like lab designed to be the perfect mascot for scrumbly animal game. However, I just like the design of Jolteon more.
Yeah.
Okay, let me-
Pikachu is a good Pokemon.
If they had Pikachu's original form here, good old chunky Pikachu, that would have given it some
Yeah,
appeal.
Chonkachu does have a certain extra appeal that regular Pikachu doesn't. But
Yeah. We can move quickly here. I'm choosing Lapras. We already knew it because I avoided it in the water type. The only other option here really would be Articuno. I actually really like Articuno's design.
Articuno's real good.
Yeah.
But Lapras is just a fantastic Pokemon.
And we don't talk about the racially insensitive one.
we don't talk about the chase. There's a Lapras for Hunter, unsurprisingly. There's
Yep.
a Seal for technically a
Dugong.
There's
A
a
Dugong.
It's a Dugong.
Yep.
There's a lack of options. Technically and stupidly, Jinx is probably the closest, but it also is Jinx, so no.
It's Jinx.
Uh,
Thank you.
That is the correct response.
No.
Yes.
That's not appropriate for kids. And I ate Lapras for
yeah.
Krampus as well.
The moment you said you were saving another Pokemon for the ice one, I knew exactly which one you were talking about.
Lapras is such a solid Pokemon, but there's so many water types. I give it ice because also there's no ice types besides Articuno to choose. Into fighting, I'm just gonna go for classic. Machamp. You had to have a friend. You had to have friends back then. Trade to get your Machamp, but he's a good Pokemon.
Oh wait, no, not that one. That one.
Like Machop looks like crap, but Machamp is good.
Yep.
The Mankey line is also good, but I like later on things that come off Mankey that aren't Mankey himself.
Yeah.
Super solid Pokemon later on, but in this, I got Machamp. Got a Hitmonchan.
Hitmonchan, the best of the fighting Pokemon in my opinion, just because of move variety, and you get one for free. You don't got to work for it.
Yeah, I think Hitmonlee gets better in later generations when you have...
Hitmonlee has better attack power, but less attack variety.
Well, I mean, in Gen 1, there's two things to consider, I think, in the Hitmonlee, Hitmonchan dichotomy. Is that Hitmonchan, to my knowledge, doesn't have
it's a
great
physical-
special attack, and
It does
all
not,
the
you are right.
punches are special in Gen 1.
You are right. I was not thinking about that. Fuck that. We're gonna go with Machoke then.
Machoke. Machoke also good. Yeah, that's something like if you're considering whether or not a Pokemon is good in like, and it can still be your Gen 1 choice because it's still a good Pokemon. It's just
Actually, no. We're talking about faves.
we're talking about favorites, not best. yeah.
Hitmonchan's better.
Hitmonchan's favorite Pokemon, but as far as like effectiveness, the oddity of basically a handful of moves being specifically physical type and a handful of moves being specifically special type, and not having split some like fire type moves are both depending on what move they are, means that a lot of Pokemon that are good later on just are terrible in Gen 1 because all your moves are like, oh, I do fire and like I have all the punches for Hitmonchan, but they're all special. And I'm a physical attacker, so I don't hurt anything. And that changes once you get Gold and Silver when they split.
It was not Gold and Silver.
Oh, was it not Gold and Silver till they split?
No,
Gen
it was
No,
4.
Gold and Silver split special to have two different special attack and special defense.
Yeah,
But it still had the move dichotomy until they split moves as well.
Gen 4 was when
Gen
the
4.
special physical split happened.
Let's see what fighting toy we have. Okay, that's acceptable. Polywog.
Okay. Yeah, there's not very good options here.
Yeah,
It's
no.
like I might be able to justify like Hitmonchan as like a boxing trainer, but that's a bit of a stretch. So
Yeah,
Poliwhirl
Rock'em
staying in
Sock'em
for one of
Robot.
those. Yeah, but Poliwhirl is more staying into for like one of those toys that advertises to do something. In this case, hypnotize your friends. That doesn't work in any fucking way possible. But
He also looks like he could very easily be the equivalent of like a Stretch Armstrong. He definitely has that
Oh, yes.
feel, like he can pull his arms and
Yeah.
legs and they just stretch
yeah,
out like that.
he definitely has that rubbery look.
Yep. And Krampus you have, also a Hitmon, or not a Hitmon,
Also
a
Machamp,
Machamp.
yeah.
Big old strong wrestler man.
Big old strong wrestler man was cool. He continues to be cool.
So did you know that Ekans is snake spelled backwards?
Yes.
And while Ekans is not my choice for this, you know who is? Arbok. You know what Arbok is spelled backwards?
Not Cobra, because that's a misspelling.
It's Cobra with a K.
Get a fucking dictionary.
I like Cobra Snake. Cobra Snake is good. He's not necessarily good in this gen, but I don't really think most of the poison types... Actually, that's not true. These are poison types.
Yes, they are.
which is a glaring
Yeah.
problem for them in Gen 1.
Yes, it is.
Because it means they are weak to ground and psychic.
Yeah.
Kind of
Particularly psychic, where they are not super
where
effective
they're
yet.
not super effective. And the only
Because
attacking
there's not
move-
any ghost attacks that
there's
are worth a shit.
one ghost attack that is actually an actual attack and doesn't just do fixed damage, which is Lick, and Lick is not good.
No.
And like I said, also in this gen, Ghost is not super effective against
Against psychic.
psychic. It's supposed to be. It was a bug.
So I'm going with Arbok. I like the snake. He's a good snake. He is not a Survivor.
It's not Survivor.
Hunter, you're poison type.
Very tough for me, because there are surprisingly a bunch of very good poison types. But we're not talking about what's good or bad. I really like Ghastly.
Ghastly's a good choice. Does that mean we'll
He's
see a
not
double
great to
Ghastly
use.
here? I assume
It's
we're
like,
going to see a
he's
double
not-
Ghastly.
I mean, yeah, because kind of have to.
Like, if he's your best poison type and he's one of the only 3 ghost types.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, Ghastly's good. He's not great to use. Obviously, Haunter or Gengar is better than Ghastly, but Ghastly's still an adorable little gas
You
ball.
will notice a trend for my charts. Generally, if there's a ghost type combo or something, there's a good chance it's my favorite in that section.
We'll see some favorite ghosts from you later on.
Mhm.
And the Stink Ball has been Vince's choice for most Toyetic Pokemon.
It's a bouncy. A, it's a bouncy ball. B, yeah, again, we have that same problem of like, I guess I could choose like Bulbasaur again, but that's kind of boring.
Yeah, sure is.
But yes,
It's
it's a bouncy
plastic
ball.
stink to it.
Yep.
We have a stinky
Uh,
bouncy ball.
Also, you could give it as a chew toy to your dog.
You could totally be.
They would love that.
And Krampus. Nidoking.
Nidoking. Yep. A lot of the Gen 1 choices I have are going to be like channeled from very young Krampus,
Oh yeah.
who and the things I thought were cool when I was first playing it. And Nidoking was definitely like one of my favorites. Don't get me wrong, I like Muck and not just for the joke. Right? I like the idea of just the sludge Pokemon, but as far as like the one I think is the coolest poison one, it's got to be Nidoking.
So I haven't checked to see if they've changed since you chose Nidoking. I want to bring this up. I haven't checked to see if they changed this, but at least in the earlier generations, I think they did change it in later ones. Pokemon with fixed gender types couldn't breed, which meant that Nidoking and
Yep.
Nidoqueen
Cannot
couldn't
breed
breed.
to make a Nido. Yeah.
I think they can now, but I think they
Oh, they
fixed that
absolutely can now.
for them for a particular thing. But yeah, for a while, Nidoking and Nidoqueen, basically the end of a paired Pokemon line, couldn't actually breed because they were fixed gender types. An interesting little side thing about them.
I think that was Gen 2 only, to be honest. Because I think in Gen 3, they had that fixed.
Okay, my ground type. This is why Pokemon Blue is the best option. Because Sandshrew is a Pokemon Blue
Fair enough.
fixed Pokemon. And we already know from every Pokemon we've done, my Gen 1 choice was going to be very, very obvious. It is Sandslash.
Yep.
It's just a pangolin, but it's adorable. Hunter has Cubone.
Absolutely adorable, wearing the skull of its mother, which, my, that's disturbing as fuck. Also, has a real cute story in the game, and I will also say this is partially influenced because of when I initially played through it. Skulls are fucking cool.
Your arcade skulls are cool. Cubone is an adorable Pokemon. Marowak, not adorable, but also a decent Pokemon.
Also dead.
Also, I mean, can they really all be the skulls of their mother when you think about it? But don't think too hard.
Confirmed dead. Confirmed dead.
His mother's confirmed dead. That doesn't mean that all Cubone mothers are confirmed dead.
All Merrick's confirmed dead by the fact that the baby is wearing this skull.
This is why we don't let children write the Pokedex entries.
Correct.
We have a Sandshrew over on Vince's side. Sandshrew is a very toyetic Pokemon.
Yeah, we pretty much don't have a choice of any other type of toy, really. At best, I could go with, like, Golem is kind of a wall, but not really. Too many sticky
Uh,
out thingies.
Diglett slash Dugtrio is a whack-a-mole thing.
It could be a whack-a-mole toy set.
Could be a whack-a-mole. They're too close together. If they were more spread apart, maybe.
That's why I use the Diglett.
Yeah, but that's why I basically have to choose between the two cute types, and I'd probably go with Sandshrew. Is just cuter.
Sandshrew is cuter.
Is just cuter. And Krampus has Rhyhorn.
Good choice. Good choice.
Rhydon.
Or Rhydon, yeah.
Rhyhorn. Yeah, Rhyhorn is the
Rhyhorn's the
more
one,
scrumbly one.
The scrumbly one. I suppose with Rhyperior later on.
But much of the same view of, like, you know, choosing off what was cool at the time. I thought the idea of the rhino that had gotten up and learned to headbutt things to death was cool.
That is very fair.
Also, all the other ones are just rocks.
All the other ones are just rocks. As we move into the flying type Pokemon,
Oh, the flying type.
it's not going to be a bird. Because there would just been a bird over there. Scyther's a cool flying type Pokemon, but he's also a bug.
Scyther's pretty awesome in that regard.
I have half a mind to give this one to Articuno because I didn't choose it for ice. But what we're going to do is we're going to choose Dragonite. Dragonite, fantastic flying type. Also dragon.
Yep.
Also adorable. Super good Pokemon. Good choice. Carries teams. Gets really powerful later on to get like E-Speed and shit like that. Cause I don't think E-Speed was in Gen 1. I don't think E-Speed shows up till later. But good Pokemon. Hunter, you're a flying type.
This was a tough one. Like I said, I really like Zapdos. When I first played Gen 1, I fucking hated the Zubat line. Having played a lot more, the fucking Zubat line's real good. I also really like Butterfree.
I also really like Butterfree, but there's a bug type for that.
There is a bug type for that, even though it's not going to win the bug type. But there's also a fossil,
Yeah.
and I do love me some fossils.
Aerodactyl is a solid Pokemon, no doubt.
I like dinosaurs. Dinosaurs are also another thing that kind of get priority pick for me.
Dino DNA.
Dino, Rock Dino DNA. And we go over here to Vince's selection, and we have chosen Charizard.
Yep. Because he's literally a fucking toy. I have to actually give him a slot somewhere.
I mean,
I like
there are toys for every single Pokemon.
Yeah.
I like to imagine Vince is like sitting in a boardroom, like fanning a thing of money. Like, all right, what can we milk out of these
Give him a
weird,
Charizard.
scrumbly Pokemon? The kids love the Charizard.
That said, of this list, yeah, I think Charizard is the most toyetic.
I think he's still also the most expensive Pokemon playing card, so.
Yes,
I
once
see
see it.
again, that's because it was a first release. We fucked up on Shadows, and everyone loves the dragon that ain't a dragon.
He gets his dragon later.
It was the chase rare in the set, and it's the oldest set
Uh-huh.
and has the least amount. Yeah.
And like I said,
It's
the
the usual
initial
thing.
release had a fuck up where they didn't have the shadows on it. Which is why Shadowless Charizard is the most expensive card.
Yeah.
And over here in Krampus, we see also a Dragonite pick.
Yep, also Dragonite. It was actually close. I did waffle back and forth between two choices because I find the idea of Golbat but with his mouth closed looks hilarious. It's just a weird bean shape. However, Dragonite is one of the most friend-shaped of all Pokemon.
Dragonite is
Magic
incredibly friend-shaped.
He is big and squishy and friend-shaped, and I love
I
him.
could absolutely see a Barney-like show with him as the host.
Oh, absolutely. Coming up to Psychic types. Alakazam, like Alakazam is cool. My second choice is going to be very quick here, though. It's Mew. Mew is the best Psychic type in Gen 1. Or my favorite Psychic type in Gen 1. Fantastic Pokemon. I had a legitimate Mew, because I actually got it from a Pokemon card game event that happened at a local mall. Where they're going through, and you can get a Mew. Mew, fantastic Pokemon. Mewtwo, also good Pokemon, but is a legendary and not as cute as Mew. Also, its shiny is cute too, because it's like a little.
Shiny is adorable.
I forgot how to do the shiny change.
Blue. Oh, okay, go scroll down. Scroll down. Click on the shiny charm, and then click on the thing that
Right.
you want to make
The
shiny.
shiny charm. Bam, shiny. Also, adorable blue Mew. Both of them are good. Hunter, your favorite Psychic type?
Very tough for me. Design-wise, my favorite one's actually Abra. I find it adorable.
Abra is pretty adorable.
It is, however, fucking worthless
It is
until it
also
evolves.
has teleport, nothing else.
Until it evolves. You can't even teach it through TMs, which
Nope.
makes it truly offensive.
Now you can teach
Uh,
the TMs. Mia,
you.
you can give it every
can learn
whatever
every
TM you
TM.
want.
Yep. And my rule was that they have to be obtainable prior to Elite Four. You can get them from an event
Sure can.
prior to the Elite Four.
He is a prior to Elite for Pokemon. If you went to one of the in-person events, you could get a Pokemon from the Pokemon Company.
I also had a legit one and a non-legit one.
I mean, anyone who had a Game Genie or Game Shark could have a
That was how
legit one.
a friend gave
Yeah.
me, a friend traded me a non-legit one, and then like 2 weeks later, they had the event that gave it away at it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a Pokemon card game thing.
Yep.
Which I had just started getting into with a terrible deck because I did not know how to construct decks.
That's a, there is also a well-known arbitrary code execution way to get Mew at this point.
Which I have tried 3 times on the 3DS version to get, and I've fucked up every time.
What if it
One
works on
step too far.
Yeah.
No, it works fine. The 3DS version still has the glitch in it. Just
That's not
I
good
I
for
always took a
kids.
step too far. That's terrible for kids.
Now, hear me out. We tried the polywrap thing again, except it actually worked this time. We had to immediately pull from shelves.
Oh, this is that Harry Potter vibrating broom all over again. Uh,
This is how we get demonetized. We're not monetized, but we would be.
but we won't be. And it's
Really certain that Harry Potter wand never lured kids out into the woods.
no, it just got pulled from shells because the
Yes.
Did it get pulled
reasons.
from shelves?
Yes.
Yes, it did.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that.
Yes, the vibrating wand they
I know what it did. I didn't know that it actually got pulled.
intended for kids got pulled from that you implicitly
warp
put
speed.
between your legs.
Oh, I'm aware. It wasn't the wand. It was a broom.
It was a broom, yeah. The vibrating broom that you implicitly put behind your legs.
Hey,
Yes,
look,
that
my
got pulled
choice
off.
for psychic
Oh, look,
types.
something we're not talking about this anymore. Oh, that's a lovely Kadabra you have there.
Yeah, the quintessential psychic type of psychic types. Just like it's psychic. There you go.
Yep. Weird.
The one that got pulled from the card game for a while due to a lawsuit.
Yep. Next up, we have bug types. Not even Butterfree.
Bug.
Butterfree is a fantastic bug type. Butterfree is also one of the other Pokemon that can carry you through Brock if you overlevel it, if you choose a Charizard for your starter.
Uh-huh.
Because Butterfree learns like Confusion at level 12.
Uh-huh. Confusion.
Good all-around Pokemon. Also cute. It may also show up in my Gimmick Form selection for Gen 1. Because
That's
I
fair.
really like its Mega Form as well. Or not Mega Form, it's Gigantamax Form as well. Or Dynamax Form.
You want to know which bug won't take you through Brock?
That sure as hell won't take you through, Brock. Beedrill's a really cool Pokemon when you're a kid.
I loved the Weedle line.
Yep.
It's not a good line.
It's the one I had to
loved
deal
it.
with most of the time because I started with Red.
Huh?
The Caterpie was a blue Pokemon.
Why would I choose a wimpy butterfly over a mighty bee? Because that butterfly's gonna just fucking.
Because
crunch.
that butterfly's going to
It's
roll
so
your
good.
bee because you're also poison.
It's so
type.
good.
Vince, excellent choice. Also a Butterfree. Definitely a toy.
Yep.
Toyetic.
Definitely a toy. Also, again, not really much choice here, honestly.
Are you saying the bug with knives
I
for
can't really
hands
stretch
wouldn't be
for-
appropriate for kids?
Yeah, it's not even a abusing way. It's just like, heck, it's a knife, I guess. I
Just
don't
a
know.
bug with knife hands.
Yeah.
And Krampus Scyther, excellent choice.
My choice was Bug with Knife Hands.
Bug with knife hands. Scyther is a fantastic Pokemon.
I have Scyther. I've gained a lot more respect for much later on because it is a great one to learn False Swipe. Hey, False Swipe didn't exist in Gen 1.
I mean, had I only played Red, like my one playthrough to nothing else, Scyther would probably be my favorite bug type in Gen 1.
Mhm.
But
It was-
also getting to play Blue and do Butterfree just made me fall in love with Butterfree more.
It was going to be it's a tough pick, but my only other choice was Pinsir, the most untoyetic Pokemon that has ever existed.
That's not true. There are other ones that are worse.
Okay, I'm sorry. The second most untoyetic Jinx exists.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Also, there's over 1,000 Pokemon. There are ones that are not as toyetic.
It's also Mr. Rhyme.
Anyways. Yes.
Rock types. I actually... Golem's a really good Pokemon. But I think... For rock type... Yeah, I'll just take Golem. I really like Golem back in Gen 1. He's not the greatest Pokemon, really, at all. He's just a defensive rock type with, like, no special defense, if I remember correctly. So he get rolled by special stuff. But he's fun. He's a big old rock ball. Rock Snake is also a good contender. Onyx,
Yeah,
is
Onyx is
a
pretty
cool Pokemon.
solid.
Actually, I don't hate the Rhyhorn or Rhydon lines.
Yeah.
But I'll go with I'll be going with Golem. Of course, we can move right past Hunter because we already knew what that was going to be. It is,
Yep.
it is the Aerodactyl again. We already know why.
It was a toss-up between that and Lord Helix, but I like dinosaurs.
Yep. A Graveler for Vincent.
Yes. Any of the three could probably represent Pet Rock, but we'll go with Graveler for this one.
That is true.
I'll be
Also,
honest, I
Rock
think
does
that-
not leave me much options.
No.
Also, I think the most pet rock, honestly, is the Geodude, just because it's a rock with arms.
The arms throw it off, actually. That's the issue.
It's the rock
This one
that
has the
pet you
least
back.
pronounced arms of the three, or least pronounced limbs of the three, really.
That's fair.
I think once you're adding limbs, it's okay to also add the legs, basically.
Yeah.
And Krampus. Kabutops.
Yes. Fossil with knife hands.
Nice.
Kabutops would actually be my winner if not for Lord Helix.
Yeah, Kabutops is a good Pokemon. I do personally like the Kabutops line more than I like the Omnistar line.
It was the line I had because I had blue.
Yep.
Oh wait, no, you get to choose. Never mind.
You get to choose that one, yeah.
I picked the dome.
For Ghost type,
I
we
did
have
not know any better.
so many options. I like Haunter. I think Haunter is the best looking Ghost of the three. Like Gengar is obviously a stronger Pokemon because it's later in the evolution chain, but Haunter
Yep.
just looks cool.
I actually don't like Gengar's appearance. I hate the legs.
That's fair.
Ghastly is going to be my favorite just because I really like the
It
I like the floating face in a ball of gas.
Mhm.
I think it's a really cool design.
You would think for floating face ghosts.
Don't put it that way.
Is it wrong? We'll find out later. Then we have Gengar
Hey,
for
guys.
most toyetic.
Yeah, those three, that's a plushie.
Yep.
Yeah.
That is a plushie, not a ball ghast, or a most terrifying of the three ghosts.
Yeah.
That's not true.
What's terrifying about Gengar?
You'll see.
He's a big fluffy
You'll-
boy.
No, about being the most terrifying of ghosts. You'll see.
And Krampus, also a Haunter.
I also think they kind of flubbed the landing on the whole line. I think they should have gone for like more monstrous form of Gengar, not round and more friend shape.
Yeah.
There is a theory that Gengar was actually supposed to be an evolution on Clefable,
Oh.
because it actually shares a lot of appearance things with it.
So this is why I chose Dragonite as my flying type.
Because, yeah,
Because Dratini is adorable as shit. Dragonair, also a really good look. The entire Dratini, Dragonair, Dragonite line is good. Like, it's
I
just a-
still think they failed the fucking landing on Dragonite. Not that it is a bad design, it does not fit the previous two.
it does not fit the previous two very well, but it is a good Pokemon. Like, it's design-wise as well, just doesn't fit as well into the chain.
Yep.
I think if they had a different chain it came from, it would still be a good one. But yeah, Dratini, adorable shit, pain in the ass to actually get.
Yep, fuck the Safari Zone.
Yep, Safari Zone blows ass, but if you spend your time fishing in the one pool that has it until you actually capture the damn thing with the 30 balls you get, great Pokemon, adorable as hell.
Yep.
I see. Also for you,
Same reasoning.
Dratini, same reason. Adorable Pokemon.
Yep.
We bucked the trend and went with Dragonite instead of the Dratini for toy.
It is the more toyetic of it.
It is the more toyetic of the two. It's also the reason why I chose Charizard
Charizard
for
for
flying,
flying.
because it's like, okay, what are my options here? Okay, yeah.
That is fair. And Krampus using the Dragonite in this one, which is
Hmm.
definitely a fair option. If you chose Dragon for flying, you're probably taking Dragonite here too.
Yep. Flying has such a dearth of non-just an animal Pokemons that,
I mean, all the birds are in flying, so.
yeah,
Mm,
and they're all just.
And then all the
birds.
non-flying birds that are still flying type. Dark type's a fun one. So some of you may
Yeah.
know that Dark doesn't exist in Gen 1, nor does Steel or Fairy. And that is
and nothing
correct.
was around to be dark, so yeah.
So Dark
Unlike
type
Silver
So-
Fairy.
we have.
So it should be noted when we say that Dark doesn't exist in Gen 1. Yet yes, they hadn't created in Gen 1, but even then, nothing from Gen 1 ever got Dark
Dark
type
type.
added.
Yeah.
Steel and Fairy got stuff changed.
It did. But
So
Dark
Dark
type
Still
type,
had
we have
one
the fun
added,
shit.
but yeah.
does not. So we have some fun stuff. We have Missing Number to choose from. Missing No from Missing No Glitch. We have another Missing No Glitch sprite. We have the ghost that you run into in the Pokemon Graveyard Tower that you need the Slip Scope deal to see what it actually is. The two fossils for Aerodactyl and Kabutops. And of course, a substitute doll, which you can only see if, realistically, if you're playing another player who uses a substitute. I'm going to
'cause
choose the
that
substitute
angle.
doll because it is adorable and is something you could reasonably see. Like, obviously, you'll see the ghost because you always see the ghost.
Yep.
This is something you can see the actual sprite in game without having to do a weird glitch or anything. It's just going to be super uncommon, and it is pretty cute. Hunter, your choice for Dark.
I mean, it's gonna be the ghost.
This is
A ghost.
Yep.
A ghost types. B spooky.
It is a spooky ghost.
Which is why I would say it is the spookiest ghost, not the haunter.
Not the Hunter. That is fair.
Because
that
you
is-
genuinely can't hurt this thing.
I see that our
And you can
toyetic
find
choice is the literal in-game
The
toy.
literal toy, yeah. Again, not very many options here, honestly. So
This is true. And Krampus chose the Missing Number sprite.
Yep.
Cheater.
Hey, once I learned about that cheat, I never played a game of Blue that didn't involve it.
So Steel type, there's only one Gen 1 Pokemon that ended up becoming Steel type. My Steel type choice for the Magneton's going to be here. I'll go ahead and do Fairy as well because it's been pretty quick. Same idea. The things got Fairy added in Gen 1. It's a cliffable. Hunter, your Steel and Fairy types. The same thing, just smaller.
Yeah, just smaller. I like them more. I like the singular one who hasn't gotten stuck to his buddies.
Mhm.
If you guys have magnets, learn how they fucking work.
They're not strong
And
enough to
then
pull themselves apart.
I think Clefairy is fucking adorable.
Clefairy is adorable. Clefable also adorable. Realistically, Jigglypuff also adorable. Wigglytuff, not as much.
Jigglypuff is I have an eternal hatred of for two reasons. A, how many kids in my school would sing that fucking song from the show?
All right, we're removing
and B-
Vince from the thing.
No, that's fine.
So-
and
obviously, Magneton is a magnetic toy. Just sticks
Uh-huh.
together straight up.
Yep. Okay.
Just one of those magnetic toys. And Mr. Mime, yeah, just a doll rather than a literal stuffy.
Just a doll.
Yeah.
So what was your story about hitting Jigglypuff there? So I don't have to address it, Mr. Mime.
Smash Brothers.
Okay.
I absolutely hated playing Melee and just getting, oh, he's sleeping. Oh, God, I'm launched off the stage.
Yeah, he does do the super big sleep hit if you hit it just right.
Uh-huh.
And Krampus, also a Magneton and Clefable option.
Fables are adorable. Wigglytuff has two big eyes. I don't trust it.
We got some quick ones here because a lot of them may have already been chosen. Favorite starter. They do give you Pikachu and Eevee, even though Eevee's not really a Gen 1 starter. Pikachu
for what
is
the
a Gen
game.
1 starter because Yellow
Yellow.
is Gen 1 starter. So I won't
Yep.
consider Eevee as the choice. I mean, it's going to be Charizard anyways.
Yeah, Eevee because of Let's Go.
'cause of
Pikachu,
Let's Go,
The
'cause
second
it's-
Gen 1 remake.
Yeah. But it's not the same. I don't consider them
No.
Gen 1 games.
No.
I don't consider Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee Gen 1 games, but Yellow definitely is. But say my favorite fire type was Charizard, and none of the other starters appeared in here, so it's a pretty good option of what's going to be.
Not true.
That's true.
Bulbasaur did.
Bulbasaur's there. But Bulbasaur's there because it's a grass type and options are crap.
Yep.
Hunter, your favorite Gen 1 starter.
Bulbasaur makes a return appearance.
An adorable Bulbasaur. Vince's favorite Gen 1 starter. There's where the Pikachu is.
Yep. I've used the other three. So.
It's
we
like,
gotta-
they can
we gotta-
still be your favorites.
We got to fill that toy quota.
Yeah.
You're gonna
I
have
also
to do
don't-
a repeat eventually.
I also don't really have a hatred of this. He's
No,
fine.
I don't have a hatred for Pikachu either.
Yeah.
They did do. I was just checking to see if they did let you pick Pikachu tail type, but I think you have to have the other settings turned on for that.
Yeah.
Because Pikachu is one of the few Pokemon that has gender dimorphism, but also that wouldn't
No.
show up until Gold Silver.
No, they do not have the gender dimorphism stuff.
Because
Actually, let me try Silly.
it wouldn't have been in Gen 1 now that I think about it.
It does. Silly has the gender dimorphism.
Silly would, but again, the tail type difference doesn't exist in Gen 1 because they don't have genders in
Yep.
Gen 1.
Well, like even I have Surplus active, which has like the megas and all that shit. Does
Yeah.
not add gender dimorphism.
But yeah, so Pikachu's tail changes whether it's male or female from a flat edge tail like the one you see there
little heart.
to a like kind of heart-white shaped one, a little double curve. And Squirtle as the choice for favorite starter for.
I'd choose Bulbasaur if the end one didn't mess up so much.
That is fair. Gimmick form is going to be basically anything that's a Gen 1 Pokemon that has a Mega, a Dynamax, etc., etc. If you wanted a more nightmarish version of Gengar, it's here. G-Max Gengar is kind of horrifying. We have the new ones from ZA, so we have the Acorn, the versions of Raichu that didn't need to exist. I am kind of torn on this one because we do get our Dragon-type Charizard
Mhm.
here. We do also get the really fast, really specially powerful Charizard. But I think I think of the Gen 1s, I actually really like G-Max Butterfree's design. It's simple, but it looks good. And I like Butterfree, so I think that's going to be my gimmick form choice. Hunter, your gimmick form.
I hate to have to make this choice. There are some Pokemon here that they're. First off, I'm ignoring everything 3 rows up. Those are
Yeah, those are
Things that are
the
good.
types, and
those are regional variants.
Yeah. those will show up in their actual regions later on, or their
Pretty
actual
much.
gens later on.
I really like a lot of the Megas and the G Maxes.
Mhm.
This is really tough for me. Ultimately, yeah, I think I just like Mothra.
It is really good. It's not overly complex.
Yeah. It's like I could spend probably an hour talking about the ups and downs of everything else, and we don't have that time.
Vince, even more cannons.
Even more cannons. It's the
Everything.
It's also,
The gun fort.
it's also
has
the
shown
battleship. Yep. It's also a bath toy.
up. It's 100%
the battleship
be
bath toy. Yeah.
Lapras isn't.
Yeah, this one has guns, so they got a water shooter as well. I could definitely see where it's coming
Exactly.
from. You need not just cute, fluffy toys. You also need toys for like young boys, and they want water guns and
Yeah.
shit like that.
Exactly.
And it's fantastic.
Okay, I need to be perfectly clear. If Mega Starmie had not come out in
Uh-huh.
ZA, it would have been G-Max Blastoise.
That's fair.
Because having a giant Blastoise that's also a battleship is awesome. However, if we're talking about the Pokemon that brings me the most joy on that list,
You're not wrong. It's one of the.
Yes.
It was
Starman's good.
it was in my top 3.
it's the thing whose massive influx of evolutionary power just gave it 2 long legs.
And then we get to Legend, which also includes Mythicals, which is why Mew's here. Because
Yep.
Mew's not a Legendary, but the rest of these are.
Well, they don't have mythical category, so
Yeah, they're not Mythical. They're fused in with the Legends.
I was gonna say for the first 3 gens, you would literally have one choice.
Correct. Because, I mean, they're Mythicals are effectively Legendaries for the most part, but not actually Legendaries. There's also pseudo-Legendaries. It's a whole thing.
Yep.
Like Dragonite's pseudo-legendary. The 600 BSD Pokemon. Most dragons are pseudo-legendaries. But it's going to be Mew. Obviously, it was my favorite Psychic type. It was the only legendary or mythic to show up on my list. And since we're here, I'll just go ahead and do my favorite choice as well. It's going to be my Sandshrew. My Sandslash. Favorite ground type. Favorite Pokemon in Gen 1, hands down. Hunter. Is your favorite thing from your Gen 1 actually the ghost?
No, I mean I love it, but at the same time, this is real tough for me. Because Gen 1 does not really have a ton of stuff that I severely love. I would say Ghastly. I have probably used the Ghastly line in most games. Legendary, it's real close between Mew and Zapdos. And if I'm going to have one in my house, one fits, the other one don't.
It doesn't. That is fair. Vince, your legend choice is Articuno, and your favorite is the Gunfort.
I feel like Gunfort is almost cheating. That's the only issue.
I mean, it's just whatever
Is it
your favorite in the
normal
line
language?
is.
I was gonna say that's why you
Yeah.
had to have doubles at some point because the favorite category pulls
Yeah,
from shit
the
you've already
favorite
posted.
category only pulls from things you've already chosen.
Oh, I know.
What
As
will-
I was trying to avoid.
What will
not that it
sell the
wouldn't happen.
best in Gen 1?
What will sell the best in Gen 1 is actually a better question.
I think we
It's
all
the-
know the answer to
it's
that
the
one. It's got
Pikachu.
Pikachu on the list.
Well, no, obviously it's the problem is it sold too well.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's hypnotizing you into buying it.
Exactly. It's a Hypnotoad issue. All right, there.
To be fair,
I don't
if
like that.
If Pikachu weren't the mascot, I don't think Pikachu would be the most toyetic.
That's a good argument.
Like-
Yeah.
Here we go. Also a Zapdos. Zapdos, good choice.
I gotta tell you, like, as a kid, I loved Mewtwo until I saw the movie.
Fair.
And then I was like, wow, he's really lame now.
He got defeated by tears, feelings.
And my favorite is Blastoise
Blastoise.
of the group.
Good choice, good choice. Moving on to Gen 2. My Gen 2 normal type. There's this piece of shit.
That is perfectly fair.
I don't actually like it. It's just a piece of shit. I don't like. I like
It's in-
I like the Dunsparce, but not Dunsparce as much.
Like you have
Realistically,
it engraved in your memory because of trauma.
yeah, we've gone over it when we were playing through the gold silver. Miltank is basically unintentionally made to effectively be a counter to what you have available at the start of the game. Not even a case like you can choose the right starter for it. You just have nothing that's actually great against a rollout Miltank when you have to fight Whitney. I'm actually going to choose Furt. Furt is adorable as hell. I think there's a very good chance it's going to be the most toyetic Pokemon. Because it is fantastic as a plushie. It's just cute. I don't really care for the birds. I don't care for the baby. Or the bears.
I was gonna say there's one more here.
But,
one thing
but
here that's
Balloon
more
Animal
toyetic.
Porygon is also a good toy option. But I'm not choosing toy option. I'm choosing adorable in this case. Even
Yep.
though I basically wouldn't have really used any of these normal types on my team for the entire game anyways. So I have to go on which one I like the most just visual-wise, and it is, of course, Furret, just being adorable. Hunter.
I don't like any of the normal types really that much in Gen 2. None of them stand out, especially since when you're actually playing through Gen 2, a good majority of Gen 1 Pokemons are available,
Yep.
and Snorlax is just there again.
He is, but this is Gen 2's
So,
Pokemon, so...
I know, so I'm gonna go with the one I want to own the most, and that would be a Furret.
Furret. Growlithe. It's adorable. It's just a ferret as it's just a ferret as a Pokemon. We're still in the,
Yes, it is.
early stages of Pokemon where a lot of things are just regular animal turned into
They
slightly
don't-
fluffy, and that
It doesn't matter
doesn't
which gen
change
you're in.
later
It's
on as well.
everywhere.
That's fair. Okay.
Yep. He's a paintbrush.
Bastard.
He is a
I keep
paintbrush.
forgetting he's
Yep.
Gen 2.
Yep.
I keep thinking he's Gen 3. He's trash no matter what.
He also can be
Yes,
a
but he is a paintbrush.
He does have paintbrush. Also, not what I would have thought of for most toyetic.
Yeah.
You have the literal teddy bears right there.
I was thinking about it, but
Teddy Ursa is very teddy bear. Yes, true.
yes.
And Krampus, you're Gen 1?
Stantler.
Stantler.
I just really like the design of Stantler.
Stantler, perfectly fine.
I think they do a lot of their really good work with like the ungulates, the deers, the horses, the
Uh-huh.
whatnot. Just some of my favorite designs from Pokemon in general.
That is very fair. We're one of the horses is my favorite in a type, which we'll get to in a bit.
I know which one you're talking about, and
We're
Yeah.
going. We're probably not going to finish this in one stream.
No.
Almost certainly have to do this over the course of like 2 or 3 streams at the speed we're going, but that's perfectly fine. That's content.
Yep.
That's content,
Yep.
baby.
Exactly.
Typhlosion may or may not have sex with people and turn them into Pokemon now.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Based on Lost lore. Magby is awful. Its head just looks weird.
So Magby is really useful for one thing, and it isn't Pokemon battles.
I don't care what Magby's useful for. It's going to be Cyndaquil. Cyndaquil's adorable shit. Cyndaquil was my fire starter for this generation. Entei, also high on the list. I had gold, so I got Ho-Oh as my first legendary early on, but Ho-Oh's it's just a bird. I understand people like Ho-Oh, but it's just a bird. It's going to be Cyndaquil. Cyndaquil's adorable. Hunter, you're Gen 2 fire type.
So, for the same reason that Krampus doesn't like Mewtwo, I don't really like Entei. I saw the movie and I'm like, wow, you're a lame fucking Pokemon. Shut up, not my dad.
There is a legendary dog that may show up on my list, but it's not Entei.
That's fair. I do like Ho. I like Magby for one reason only. When you are hatching a lot of eggs trying to get shinies, this fucker halves the time.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, his ability speeds up hatching eggs.
Cute.
Like I said, he has one use. It ain't battle. I am torn because Cyndaquil is fucking adorable, but slug my balls!
Slug my balls. I didn't want to make a slug my balls joke, but you had to do it for me. Thank you very much.
Oh,
You're welcome.
You chose the adorable dark puppy.
Yes, because the Cyndaquil line does not translate very well to actual toys.
This is true.
Unfortunately,
the big
because of the
flamey
fire
thing on the
parts.
back doesn't work well for
It
practical
is
toys.
very interesting because
Yes.
every single sprite shows it with the flames. Their default thing has no flame.
Yeah, it just has the spot where the flame would be on their back.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which I think would be more toyetic, honestly.
Yeah, Houndour is cute. Definitely
Yep.
works as
Yeah.
a toy.
He good puppy.
And Krampus, your fire type. Also slug my balls.
okay. Now hear me out. I did not just choose him for the Slugma Balls joke. I also chose him because number one, Slugma is genuinely kind of adorable in kind of like a goofy kind of way, and two, he is one of the starts of like the really messed up science of the Pokedex entries. It's just supposed to be some ungodly temperature that like would
It's
roast you if you
Hotter
ever
than the
took
surface of the
ball.
sun.
No,
Uh-huh.
that's not him. That's Mad Cargo.
That's my cargo. That's true.
But still, no.
I think even Slugma's is something ridiculous.
Slugmas is something ridiculous, but it isn't hotter
Yeah.
than the surface of the sun.
So you
That
evolve
is
it, and then
specific.
everyone dies.
Yep.
Yeah, the Pokemon entries are nonsense. Or Pokedex entries are nonsense. Slugma is a perfectly fine Pokemon. I mean, it's nothing special. So back over here, my water type. So there's a we start to get some more interesting different water types than Gen 1. We have an octopus now. We have a little manta ray. Kingdra is nice. These guys get good when Get a belly drum Azumarill.
Mm.
Blue Pikachu. You have a cool regional form later on.
Does have a real cool regional form.
Really, I'm a toss-up on this one, because I really like Feraligatr, and technically Totodile as well. Totodile's adorable as shit. I really like Feraligatr, but I think I'm going to go with the one legendary dog that's going to show up in my list, which is Suicune. Suicune is a good puppy, and needs a spot on my list.
It's fair.
Favorite water type in Gen 2? Hunter.
I will let you know, none of the legendary dogs are going to show up on my list,
That's fair.
because I honestly hate them. I'll be honest, there are some real good ones. Lantern, when I was doing my championship run, did so much heavy lifting. But that's more for gameplay than as much as actually liking. I like the head empty crocodile baby. I named him Bitey for a reason.
Totodile is cute as shit. That is true. I like the whole line.
Yep.
Vince.
Yep.
The pre-Evo Lantern.
Yep.
It's
a Nightlight.
Chinchou? Chinchou.
It's a nightlight?
Yes.
Yeah, I can see it.
Yeah.
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 We need to diversify from plushies. We have a Nightlight now.
Yes.
Merchandising.
Again,
Merchandising.
a lot of these categories are going to be filled by plushie because I'm not going to have much of a choice. But
That is fair.
if I can find something else, I'm
I like the
probably going to find
Chinchou
something else.
Nightlight. Plug it in your wall. Keep your kids safe.
Yep.
Moving on to Krampus here. And we have,
Quagsire.
the Quagsire.
Quagsire. He's adorable.
I do like Quagsire. I do like the regional form that we'll get to probably in 2 sessions.
Yep.
More than Quagsire. But I do like Quagsire, no doubt. Quagsire is a good choice.
He's just happy and he likes to be around
He
you.
is just a happy boy who likes to be around. As we move into grass types, we have quite possibly one of the worst Pokemon in the entire game.
Yep.
In Sunkern. No one likes Sunkern.
Nope.
Chikorita is cute. Bayleaf, I actually like Meganium, but Meganium is not a good Pokemon.
It's not.
Continuing the trend of not great grass starters.
It's a trend that carries for a while.
Celebi is easily the strongest grass type here, but I actually don't care for Celebi that much. I don't know what I want to pick. My favorite Gen 2 grass type. Like, I never chose Chikorita, so I can't really say my favorite Gen 2 grass type is Meganium, even though it's easily the best of this line. I'll probably go with, we'll do Hoppip. I like Hoppip. If I have to pick a grass type, it's going to be Hoppip. That's all I can say about another another grass type. There are grass types I like later on. We just haven't hit any of them yet.
Yep.
Bellossom.
Blossom is adorable.
Bellossom is a good choice. No arguments here. Vince. The worst Pokemon, one of the worst Pokemon in the game. Sunkern.
Literally the worst.
Exactly. That's exactly the point. Look at how small and stupid this is. This takes up like no fucking plastic. I shoved it in my Electro Gotcha Ball. It is the trash option for your
It's a
toys.
Gotcha Ball option for Electrode. Got it.
Yep.
So,
we have to fill
all
the
I'm
tiny toys for the Gotcha.
All I'm gonna say
Yeah.
is, you hand me that, I'm throwing it in the fire.
But if I had you 50 because I was trying to get a good pull for my Electro Gotcha.
Uh-huh.
Fair.
I see where we're going with this. And Krampus. Meganium.
Meganium.
Honestly, Meganium is probably my favorite looking of the grass types, but considering I never chose Chikorita as my grass as a starter whenever anytime I played Gen 2, I just wouldn't let myself choose it. I do really like how Meganium looks like, even though it's not that great of a in-game Pokemon.
I'm tied as far as starter goes between Chikorita and Cyndaquil.
Mhm.
I like both of them, but as far as like fire Pokemon go, like Slugma's probably gonna be my fire one, and then my starter is probably gonna be Cyndaquil.
Yeah, very fair.
Of the grass ones, I like Meganium. He's big and happy,
He is big and happy.
and maybe he's not the best, but he's still fine enough to get through a Pokemon game with.
Yeah, mean, all the starters are fine. No starter is so bad that you can't get through a game with them. On to electric types. Bam.
I'm now thinking if I can make an argument that there's a starter that's just not even worth using.
They're all usable. Pichu's adorable, but I really like the Mareep, Falafi, and Theros line. We'll have Ampharos as my electric type for Gen 2. Fantastic addition to the Pokemon line. Later on gets glorious hair. May end up
That
being
may be my gimmick.
my
probably my
gimmick
gimmick
form choice for Gen 2.
Yep.
Hunter, your Gen 2 electric type. There's the Lantern.
Yeah. It was a toss-up between Lantern and Ampharos. But honestly, I really do like Lantern.
Lantern's not a bad Pokemon. A little durable boy. Vince, your choice for electric type is the Electric.
Yep, you plug it into the wall and it does something. I have no fucking idea.
Oh,
We may have to
nothing
recall
else.
this. This might be way too dangerous, actually. But you plug it into the wall.
Does have a plug built in, for better or worse. And Krampus with the adorable Mareep. I must approve the Mareep choice, given that I am a Mareep Ampharos lover.
Really, the entire line, but this one's absolutely the cutest of the three.
It is super cute. No argument here. On to ice types, where we don't have a ton. Delibird is a terrible Pokemon, but a fun Pokemon. I don't want to acknowledge the existence of the one there on the right. Swinub and Piloswine exist. It's going to be
Pretty much.
Sneasel. Sneasel is a good Pokemon. Interesting design. It's got claws. Ice is going to be tight in every generation. It's just not a very
Oh, yeah.
populated type. Yeah, we'll go Sneasel for my choice. Hunter, your ice type.
Very tough because I hate them all. I hate you the least because you become something really awesome later on.
That's fair. Least hated ice type for Hunter.
Also, maybe you can hunt for truffles for me.
Obviously, Delibird is the toy type option.
Yeah.
It's Santa Claus, but Pokemon.
Yep.
Yes, exactly. It is Santa Claus shaped.
Also,
Also,
that ba-
as you
that-
said, there's not very many options
No.
here.
Also, that bag is part of its body. Ew.
Gives you gifts.
It is reaching into its body to give you gifts.
I don't see a problem with this.
Ew.
And Krampus has the big boy Piloswine.
Yes.
It's like a
Nothing special about this one. It was just there's not a lot of ice choices, and
Mhm.
I like. I'm not that big of a fan of Delibird. Just as a concept, or
Oh,
it's
I hate
weird.
it. I hate that I constantly get shinies of it in every game that has that I've gone shiny hunting in.
I need to step away for a second. I'll be right back.
Yep.
Hopefully by the time my turn's up.
So fighting type brings us to a very small selection. Mine is Heracross. I don't really care for Tyrogue, who's a pre-evolution for the Hitmonchan, Hitmonlee line, or the new added Hitmontop option. They're just kind of whatever for me. Heracross, though, it's a new bug. I like the whole like Emperor Beetle. Yeah, you have to get it by putting honey on trees, if I remember correctly in the game. Cool Pokemon.
I think that's a later game.
Or you had to like
that puts
headbutt
in there.
trees.
Yeah.
Headbutts.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's
you did have to
headbutt
interact
in,
with,
Gen 2.
with trees. Yeah, it was headbutt trees then. But yeah, cool little bug fighting type.
Yeah, Honey on Trees was Gen 4.
Yeah. Hunter has also chosen the Heracross.
Yeah, not a lot of options, and I mean, it's actually a genuinely good Pokemon.
Nothing wrong with Heracross at all.
Yeah.
Mega Heracross also good. Vince's option, also Heracross. Heracross
yes,
makes a
I mean,
fantastic
kid-
action figure, I assume.
That and kids literally play with.
Kids
Right.
do literally
You
play
have
with
the
that.
Top
in
Man right
Japan.
there.
Yeah.
You have Top Man right there. I was honestly expecting you to pick him because he's a top.
I had a choice between the two, but this one also works as a toy, so I was going to go with
Fair enough.
Heracross. It's not a plushie, so.
And Krampus did step away for a
Because
second.
again, that's gonna be a lot of the categories.
But his choice also Heracross. Heracross sweep for fighting for Gen 2. There were only 3 choices. What do you want?
There are only 3
Yeah.
choices. Yeah. There are 3 choices, and no one was going to pick the
I'm
baby
honestly
Pokemon.
surprised we didn't have any matching choices for fucking ice.
I mean, we split immediately on ice because I chose Suicune and you didn't.
Yeah, like look, it was a perfect split. There were no matches.
So, Poison also pretty small. I actually really like the Spinarak and Spinarak and Ariados line, but Crobat's pretty damn cool. So we will do Crobat for my selection, because I also know I can choose my Spinarak and my Ariados later.
Yep.
Hunter, your favorite poison type? Also a Crobat?
Crobat is really fucking good.
Crobat is good. I like the double wing design. It's a good,
I
good
like that he's finally
iteration.
learned to shut his fucking mouth.
He does close his mouth, and he's not a bean when he does it.
And I don't mind the Ariados Spinarak line, but you're not gonna win against Crobat.
Not in,
Crobat's just
not in
real
poison
good.
specifically.
No.
But I do like the little Spooter Pokemon. I like the later Spooter Pokemon we get as well. Unfortunately, that Spooter Pokemon will not win. Vince has a Spinarak.
Yep. Really no other toy excuse I can make on any of these. I'm also
Not
pretty
the
sure this
spiky
one's a
ball.
hazard. Yeah, the spiky ball is probably an
That's
issue.
another dog toy. Just another dog toy.
Also, this thing is adorable.
It is adorable. Spinarak's adorable.
Yeah.
Krampus looks like he has made his choice, even if he's not back on audio yet. He chose
I returned, yes.
Ariados.
Okay.
Very good choice. I see.
Yes.
We also know you selected Heracross for fighting. Very good option.
Yep.
The Heracross sweep. Moving into ground, we have a couple options here. Again, a couple we've already seen before. The Piloswine, Swinub are in here. Our evolution to Steelix, with the addition of Steel type in this game, is in here. The first 2 steps of the eventual... now I can't remember his name.
Tyranitar.
Was that?
Tyranitar.
Tyranitar, yeah. Where our ground rock for both the 2 of these until it becomes
Yep,
Tyranitar.
those are ground rock and becomes rock dark.
Rock Dark, yeah. Donphan, not a terrible choice. In fact, Donphan might be my actual choice for ground type. Yeah, Donphan will be my choice for ground type. I like the elephant. There are a couple options here. I'm not a big fan of a lot of the ground. Like, I just don't like the pre-evolutions of Tyranitar. We do have an adorable Phanpy, but Donphan's a cool Pokemon. And I've never really liked Gilgar.
Oh, I hate it.
On to Hunter.
So adorable. He's literally the only reason I pick him because I don't particularly like many of the ground types.
He's a Wooper.
I like his variant more, but that's a later game.
Much later game. So we get Devins, also a Donphan.
Yep. He's a bowling ball.
Does the rollout?
Yep.
Does do roll out.
You guys very much remember him doing rollout. I think he's.
Uh-huh.
I don't know if he caused a wipe, but he definitely killed a lot of Pokemon for you guys.
And we get to Krampus, also a Donphan.
Also a Donphan. One of the Pokemon that wasn't ruined by the movie. It was actually like previewed for the next game
Yes, it was.
in Mewtwo Strikes Back. I was like, that's a cool Pokemon.
Alright, moving right along, we get to the flying types. We have the birds we had earlier, some bugs we haven't seen yet, the Ladybug line. Crobat is back here. Obviously our 2 legendary birds in this one. Skarmory is a good, fun flying type. Our Mantine from earlier is a flying type, also a good choice. Our eventual mob boss is also a flying type. I think honestly for this one I'm gonna go Skarmory. Skarmory solid flying type. It's just a bird made of knives. And I didn't want to choose Lugia because otherwise I'd probably just choose Lugia. Hunter, your choice for flying type. We're going back to the Crobat.
Going back to the Crobat.
Solid option. Moving right along to Vince's, we have Owl, whose name I don't recall because it's not the first one. Noctowl.
Noctowl.
It's Noctowl.
Like,
Yep.
Not Hoot Hoot.
No, because I needed it to be larger so we can put all the child monitoring device inside the owl.
Ah,
So we can just shit on their shelf and watch them.
Mommy can't sleep. It's watching me.
okay. Krampus did the Lugia that I did not have the heart to do.
Yeah, it's one of the legend designs I just really like.
Lugia's a good design.
Yeah. Lugia is, as an aside, the reason why when I actually... The last Pokemon game I think I honestly bought and played was Silver in
Silver.
Japanese. Before it came out in America.
Yeah.
Actually wasn't that expensive as a swap meet. That's effectively why.
Yeah.
Oh,
nice.
nice.
Yeah, Lugia, great choice. Undo
Yeah.
our psychic types for Gen 2. Do you have a favorite missing number letter?
Oh, I'm glad they did it in that thing too, because I was.
Yep. Yeah, they just
I
do
have
that
mine
in
open.
general.
Yep.
You can get this asshole. This asshole's in here. He's a psychic type.
I'm glad you brought up the trauma. So I
Ender
don't have
of
to-
Runs. Espeon, not a terrible psychic type. I'll throw my Lugia here. Lugia, I wanted to choose it. It was an option for flying, and a very strong option for flying. We'll put it in my second choice here. The unknowns, while having all the options there, are cute, but really whatever. Lugia, fantastic Pokemon. Shiny. Shiny
I think-
Espeon.
I think my Espeon's sick.
One of the many
I think
shinies, they just turned green.
So in Gen 2, they are quite literally just palette swaps for specific colors.
Yep.
So they are not chosen. So everything that is kind of pinkish purple gets green.
Gets green. Yep. A lot of stuff ends up green because of that.
Yep.
But Espeon is a good Pokemon, good evolution.
Yep. Absolutely adorable.
Is adorable. It is not.
It's not the best evolution. It's not even the best evolution in Gen 2.
No, the dark's coming up. we'll get
Aw.
there. We have chosen the eye.
No, it's a G.
Ah,
Because Goblin. It's really a placeholder for all of them because, again, they're
There's
letters.
magnets.
yeah, there are letters. Yeah, you
And
sell
we
all-
can sell them.
Letter
No, we
magnets.
sell them randomly in the Electro Gotcha Ball.
Oh my god.
So if you want to
Oh my
sell
God.
something, yeah.
God.
You're a
Oh
monster.
Oh my god.
I don't like Team Gamba.
And Krampus' choice is the regular Espeon.
Yep.
Good, very good choice. Very good choice. Espeon solid evolution. Moving on to Bug. I
Bug.
forgot Fortress was a bug. I mean, it doesn't change any of my options. This is where we're going to put the Gyarados that I did not choose earlier. Or not, yeah, Pineco Fortress. This is also, we get get Caesar here, which is a cool, another evolution.
I was surprised that Shuckle was a bug.
Shuckle is, in fact, a bug. You can drink his delicious juice.
I
Don't
thought he
fuck
was
with
a
the
turtle.
Shuckle.
Nope. He's a bug.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but I got my Ariados there. Going over to Hunter, where we have, there's the Caesar.
Mm-hmm. Fucking solid Pokemon.
Scissor is a great option. Solid evolution.
Quad weak to fire, but hey, no.
Yeah, your bug steel, your quad weak to fire, but it's a good evolution of the Scyther line.
Yep.
Vince has the Pineco.
It's kind of like a pop-up pirate thing, where you just insert stuff here and eventually something will happen. Maybe bleeding, not sure.
Explodes like a hand grenade, kills her from the room.
Also entirely
So, yeah.
possible.
Interesting enough, not designed off a pinecone.
No.
It is a bagworm.
And Krampus also choosing Scissor. Makes sense with your Scyther choice earlier.
Yep.
It is Scyther, but bigger and metal. Rock types, as we are kind of covered, a lot of these rock types have already shown up. Yeah, Bug Rock is your Shuckle. Sudowoodo is a rock type who doesn't like water, which is why I have to sprinkle water on him to get him to move.
Yep.
I don't like the earlier ones. Tyranitar itself is actually kind of fine. I honestly don't know what I want to choose for rock type, what I would actually call my favorite rock type. I don't like Sudowoodo at all. It's not a good Pokemon. This whole Sudowoodo is the dick move Snorlax. Gen
Yes.
1 gives you a Snorlax in the middle of the route. You have to get a special item to get Snorlax to wake up so you can capture him. Snorlax is a fantastic Pokemon. Gen 2 gives you Sudowoodo, and Sudowoodo is shit.
Yep.
Honestly, if I have to pick a rock type, it's either going to be Tyranitar, or I actually think Corsolo's pretty cute, but I think it's Pokemon I would actually use and like more would be Tyranitar. Tyranitar's fine. Rock type just kind of whatever for this generation.
Also, do your Ghost and Dragon type. It'll be fast.
Oh,
Yeah.
sure. My Ghost type is Mischievous, and my Dragon type is
Kingdra.
the only option available, Kingdra.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Okay. Kingdra's actually fine.
Yeah.
So here we have the evolved form of Slugma. We got Magcargo.
Hotter than the sun.
Hotter than the sun. Magcargo my nuts. Doesn't have the same ring to it.
No, really doesn't.
No.
Our toy Pokemon is Shuckle.
Yeah.
Yep. Shuckle makes a great whack-a-mole. Yep. Again, makes a very good whack-a-mole, especially with that defense.
Yeah,
Alternatively, he could be a variant on Bop It.
Yeah, you tie one of his legs around your leg and turns into a Skip It.
Yep.
So many things you could do with this.
Obviously, your other
thing.
options are forced, so you also have Mischievous as a
Yeah.
toy and Kingdra as a toy. You work what you
Either
get.
bath toy, it's fine.
You work with the marketing team gives you.
That's a plushie. That's a bath toy. Okay, moving on.
Also Tyranitar.
He's one of the big triple evolutions that still manages to be completely adorable, partially because of his tiny little T-Rex arms.
He does have T-Rex arms that you couldn't actually meet in the front. They do look like he can't really move those more than like 15 or 20 degrees forward.
Yeah.
He, more than most of them, looks like one of those like 70s kaiju movie monsters.
100%. I could absolutely see a guy that just being a costume and a guy inside of it.
Yeah.
Like
I
it's
mean,
like
that'll come up in Gen 5.
bouncing around like so. And we get to our dark type where we have actual choices now. Hold on a second. Shiny Charm, please. Yeah, so dark type, mine is Umbreon. Shiny, regular Umbreon, shiny Umbreon. They're both good. It's a simple shiny, but it looks great. Umbreon, fantastic evolution. Not the best evolution, but a fantastic one. Not my favorite evolution, but a very fantastic one. Hunter, also an Umbreon, unsurprisingly.
Like I said, Espeon's real good. It is not the best evolution. Most certainly not the best evolution in Gen 2.
Yep. Here's where we get a Tyranitar out of the marketing team.
Yep. This is our kaiju dinosaur style thing.
We haven't had one of those so far
One of
this
those
gen.
toys for boys.
Yep. And we got Houndoom from Krampus.
Doom, easily my favorite of the dark types of Gen 2.
Is good dark type. Can't complain about a Houndoom. But Espeon just too adorable for my and Hunter tastes. Moving on to Steel, we have a couple options here. We've seen most of them. This is where I'll actually put my Scizor. Scizor's a fantastic Pokemon, but I need to save my bugs, so I get Ariados in there. So I could have also had Crobat, my poison type.
Mm-hmm.
Slot maxing. Hunter, your favorite Steel type, is also the Scizor.
Yep. Solid.
Marketing team, what have you got? A Fortress?
Choice.
It's a reusable water balloon. That's about the best I can come up with.
Reusable water balloon.
Yep, just toss it, shoots water everywhere.
I don't know, you hook it up to a hose and then you stamp on the top of it and the guns shoot out water. In all
Yeah, that's
directions.
what it's like. You basically
Yeah.
fill it up, you throw it, it hits, and it slams shut, spraying water out the sides. Then you refill and it opens up again. And here's we're gonna Steelix out of
The
Krampus?
Steelix. Yes, like the quintessential iconic, in my opinion, steel Pokemon.
yeah. Steelix is definitely the one they pushed for showing off the steel type. It's a nice change on Onyx's form.
Yeah.
It is a good choice. Had I had Scissor earlier on, it probably would have been my steel type choice. For Fairy, this game did not naturally have any fairies, but did have a bunch of Pokemon that did become fairy types.
Yep.
Which include the Blue Pikachu line, the Bulldog line, the Togepes, and the babies of the stuff that come, Cleffa, Clefairy, etc. Jigglypuff, Wigglytuff, Igglybuff. My choice is going to be probably Azumarill. Azumarill, good choice. Evolved Blue Pikachu. Can be a pretty solid Pokemon if you get like Belly Drum, huge power. It's really hard, good stuff. But otherwise, just adorable, and also not a terrible choice as far as the options we have for Fairy in this game. Hunter, your Fairy choice is the little tiny baby Cleffa.
So adorable.
It is pretty adorable. Our toy option is going to be a Togepi.
Yep. Tie in with the TV series.
And not surprising.
Yeah.
Did get carried around a lot by Misty.
Yes, it did.
Until its eventual evolution into a... I think they went straight to Togekiss, which isn't in Gen 2.
No clue.
And,
Gen 4 for Togekiss. Though.
and Krampus with the Granbull.
Yep, Granbull. It's one of the few fairy Pokemon that only grows up to be meaner and less cute than every other fairy.
It does grow up to be mean and less cute.
The Gen 8.
Well, yeah, but it
Won't
takes
get that.
till Gen 8 to get to the ones that like get more punk.
Moving right along.
guy was a trendsetter.
to the starter option. My favorite starter. It was already chosen earlier, and I didn't pick any of the other ones. It's Cyndaquil. Cyndaquil's just adorable. I like its line. I also like the Totodile line, but clearly, no, correction. We're gonna change that. My favorite starter is Totodile. The only reason I didn't get the water choice because I chose Suicune. The whole line for Totodile is great. Hunter, your favorite starter is the Cyndaquil.
We flipped.
Yep. Vince, favorite starter, Chikorita. Also a fantastic choice. Chikorita is adorable. I just can't with the rest of the line, unfortunately. Actually,
Yep.
and it's not-
Yeah, the rest of the line is crap,
not
but
that
I
they're-
don't have to worry
they're,
about that.
Like bad looking Pokemon. Like, I do like how Meganium looks. They're just not
Yeah.
good Pokemon.
No.
But that's not
Yeah, it has
necessarily
that
consideration for a favorite Pokemon. And
No.
here's where Krampus gets his Cyndaquil in.
Yep, exactly. Surprise there.
Nice and simple starter. We get gimmick forms now. There's not a lot of gimmick form options for.
There's one that goes
Gen 2,
so much harder than the rest.
but there are a bunch that just got added in because we now have Evo forms for Meganium and Fraligator. Meganium is
Skarmory.
very much, and Skarmory, which is just gold Skarmory. It's
Yeah, which is
literally
shit.
you palette swap the
Regular and shiny.
regular and shiny, add like an extra blade or two on it. Its toe claws become longer. It's very boring as far as shinies go. You do have big old snippy claws on Mega Scissor. You got a Mega Steelix. You got some good options here. Mega Heracross is actually a good Pokemon, but of course I have to go with the glorious hair of the Mega Ampharos.
Respectable choice.
Hunter also with the glorious Fabio hair of the Mega Ampharos.
It's real fucking good.
It's real good. Over the marketing team. Okay. I'm good with it.
Yep, it's straight up Hugger Huggy Hippos.
I'll be honest, if Mega Ampharos wasn't in this gen, it was going to be Mega Totodile. Or
Definitely. an
Mega
option.
Fraligator.
Yeah.
I'm guessing. I'm gonna guess. Make a prediction here that Krampus is either gonna be Mega Tyranitar or Mega Houndoom.
You know me too well.
There it is. Like, which of the spiky boys is it gonna be?
Mega Houndoom goes so excessively hard.
Yeah, like I knew you had both the non-megas in there, so they had to be one of them. Yeah, Mega Houndoom is pretty excessive, the spikes and everything. Definitely just goes further into the aesthetic that grows from Houndour into Houndoom.
And still manages to keep like a really cool design.
Yep.
Unlike a couple of the things, like I don't like Mega Feraligatr. I think it looks goofy.
I like the gimmick of Mega Feraligatr when it attacks and it pulls the arms up to do the whole jaw. I don't think it looks good how it looks most of the time, which isn't like, especially with the head on its back, which looks dumb.
Yep.
As we get into Legends, I mean, this one's going to be a pretty easy choice for me. It's already been chosen on my list, none of the other ones have. It's going to be Suicune. And since I'm here, I will also choose my favorite, which is not the easiest for this one, honestly, because I don't have a mega standout like Sandshrew was for me, or Sandshrew Sandslash. Honestly, I'm going to pick Ampharos as my favorite for Gen 2. Get an Electric type in there. Going over to... Is that a Shadow Lugia?
That is a Shadow Lugia.
That's not from Gen 2. That's from Pokemon...
It's from the GameCube era. But it should be noted, that game came out before Ruby and Sapphire. It is technically Gen 2.
The Gale of Shadow, Pokemon XD.
Uh-huh.
Fair enough, I'll allow it. And Totodile for your favorite.
It is honestly it's not my favorite starter, but overall,
Of your
if I had
your
to pick
favorite
one,
choices.
I would honestly pick this one.
That's fair. Totodile's is incredibly adorable. We got Lugia for favorite legendary over here on the marketing team side.
This is our third attempt at the Hypno thing because the second one sold very well. This
Also,
one
that
not
movie
as much.
came out. We gotta promote the legendary that showed up in the movie.
See that our
Yep,
favorite
and
overall is of course the letting your parents.
The Night
keep watch
Owl
their
Child
kids.
Monitor. Yep. As it turns
I
out,
am-
helicopter parents have a lot of money.
I am checking something real quick because I might be wrong.
And Krampus's Lugia there for legend, perfectly acceptable. And Heracross for favorite. Heracross, good Pokemon. That is definitely good.
I am wrong. Shadow Lugia is not Gen 2. It is Gen
Ah,
3.
we have to change this then. Shadow Lugia not allowed to be on the list.
Oh, it is.
Okay, fair enough. Ho-Oh is also fine. It's just a bird. My
Ultra
stance on Ho is just a
Fine.
bird, but
Gen 2 legendaries don't impress me.
that's fair. Moving on to our Gen 3, where we're going to have some... This is a fantastic legendary in Gen 3.
Yeah.
Normals have the adorable Zigzagoon, which is a strong contender for my favorite normal type. If we're going off straight power, this guy, if he had a better ability, would easily be one of the best Pokemon in the game, but his ability crap. You got the Tatas in cast form. That's where we get the Skitty line. We get pre-Evo of Blue Pikachu. Yeah, honestly, I think my choice for this one is going to be Zigzagoon. Zigzagoon looks adorable as hell. It's kind of the same issue or same choice I had for Furret. I don't really care for most of the Gen 1 normal types, and so I go cuteness factor of thing I would like to have, which would be I would have an adorable Zigzagoon just running around my house. I mean, Leon is also a good option if you had the evolution form, but either one, perfectly fine. Hunter, your choice for normal type Gen 3 is the Kecleon.
Sometimes you just want to disappear from the world, and I get that, buddy.
Yeah, that's fair. Camouflage Pokemon.
Yeah.
He's also the shopkeeper in one of the like Pokemon Ranger games or Pokemon Mystery Dungeon games. He gets super pissed off at you if you try and steal from him.
Yes, it does. He is also this game's equivalent of the Snorlax and Sudowoodo.
Yeah, stands in the way.
Yep.
But not shit like Sudowoodo. Not the
Correct.
best, but not complete shit like Sudowoodo.
He's not Snorlax, but he's
No,
also
but
not
it's not
Sudowoodo.
Sudowoodo. Not Snorlax in not the great way. Not Sudowoodo in the good way.
Yep.
We got Loudred as our...
Do you like a good
Yep.
shouty boy?
Yep, it is a boombox.
Yep.
Yep.
That is just a boom. Where I assume you put a tape in its mouth and close the mouth to play the tape.
Exactly. You don't want to see where we
We-
put the CDs.
We have put more thoughts into this than the marketing team of Pokemon.
And we've got the Zangoose selection.
Zangoose is adorable for different reasons. He just looks perpetually disgruntled.
He is.
He is.
He has to deal with his eternal rival.
Just, why did I get up out of bed today?
Yeah, his eternal rival, which we'll see when we get to the poison category.
Yep.
Then we get to our fire types, so we'll get to see what our fire starter type is. A lot of people really like the Blaziken line. And
They're fools.
I mean, with the options you have in Gen 1, I can see it.
I know.
In Gen 3, I can see it. Because Cast Form, Sunny Form is obviously crap. I don't really care for Torkoal, which means I'm really into a competition with, do I want to give this to Blaziken or do I want to give this to Camerupt? I don't really care for either of these Pokemon too much. I mean, it's not as bad as Gen 4's fire options. I guess we'll give it to Blaziken. Blaziken's actually not a terrible Pokemon. It is the start of the firefighting trend that we get a couple of, or firefighting themed. But I'll pick it over Camerupt, is what it boils down to. Camerupt and Numel. Hunter, your favorite fire type for Gen 3 is the Torkoal.
It's Torkoal.
It's Torkoal.
I like
That's fine.
turtles.
That's troll. We're at the point where it's like, what's your favorite fire type? It's a fucking turtle. What do you want from me? My options are crap.
Uh-huh. I mean, they're better here than they are the next gen.
Yep.
Yep.
Over on the marketing team, they did go with the Camerupt.
Yep, it's a toaster.
Sure it is.
I see that Gen 3 is going to be our home appliance generation.
Well, yeah,
Uh,
Gen 1 and 2 people are starting to grow up. We need stuff for them entering
have
their own place.
Exactly.
Strangely enough, we're doing our home appliance generation in the generation that doesn't have the home appliances. I like it.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
And over on Krampus, we also have a Blaziken.
Blaziken. Yeah.
I can't complain. I mean, it's what I chose. I can, but it's fine enough. We get to water type, which in most generations is flooded as hell. You get our water type starter here. We get the Mudkip. It's Mudkip. Swampert line. You get the Ludicolo line. A grass water type, which is an interesting type setup. Here's our first bird, like one of our first birds that isn't normal.
Yep.
Just a straight water flying bird. Sharpedo's not terrible. But we already know what I'm talking where we're choosing this one because we were talking about it earlier. Even though Spheal is cute as shit, don't get me wrong, Spheal is literally a toy. I'm actually be kind of disappointed if this is not the toy option on the toy side.
I'm just looking forward to seeing what the explanation why something else is
why
picked
something
over
why
Seal.
something else is a home appliance because Seal
I'm
is
really looking forward
adorable.
to
I'm out of home appliances, so I'll give you a minor spoiler there.
But my option is Milotic. Milotic is just a great. It's the flip, literally the flip of Gyarados. If you take the special and defensive stats and flip them from Gyarados, and that's what you get here. But it is an adorable Pokemon. Pain in the ass to evolve in some generations, easier in others, depending what methods that you get access to.
It's like a double pain in the ass because not only is it a pain in the ass to evolve from Phoebus to it, it's a pain in the ass to just get a fucking Phoebus.
Unlike Magikarp, which you just buy for a pittance in Gen 1, Phoebus is like...
Or, just fish with the fucking old rod.
Yeah,
You're
or fish
guaranteed to get a
basically anywhere.
Magikarp.
Phoebus is one particular water tile.
That is random.
That is random in like a pool that you have to find. You go to like a lake.
Uh-huh.
One random water tile in that lake will be where Phoebus can actually be caught in your game to get Milotic. It's such a pain in the ass, but it's such a good Pokemon.
There is a calculator online where you put in your... I think it's the trainer ID.
Like trainer
determines
ID
it,
to find it. Yeah.
and it'll tell you which square has it.
Yep. Relicanth over on Hunter side.
Really a fan, like I said, of fossil stuff, dinosaurs, and basically giving us a Coelacanth. Pretty cool.
It's a Coelacanth. Wailord. I guess we'll leave Wailord. Don't complain too much.
Yeah, it's a pillow. It's also
Yeah.
entirely too popular with the online crowd. Also, ice options are sparse, if you're really wondering. That's the
Oh,
actual.
okay. Fair enough.
Yeah.
I mean,
I will get my
it's
spiel
popular with the
still.
online crowd for a very messed up reason, but yes,
I'll take their money.
fair. Keep in mind, you also should have picked Skitty as your normal type then, for the related reason.
I want a diverse product line.
Yeah.
I don't. I'm not going to just cater to one audience.
Provide your own Skitty. Krampus' option is also Wailord.
Yep. Yeah, mine's just for practical reasons. He's a big, goofy guy, and I love him.
He is a big, goofy
He is less
guy.
dense than water, so he floats on
So
it.
he floats. Grass types. We actually have some grass options now. We have the Christmas tree as a starter. We have the C-Dot over to Shiftry line. You get Tengu. Ludicolo is still here, obviously. Rosalia, not a terrible Pokemon, but you get evolutions later on. Roserade. You get these weird boys, which are... this is one of the fossils for this one, if I remember correctly.
Yep.
The leap into Credily. You get this thing. Tropius just exists. We're not
It
choosing
does exist. It has a banana chin.
The choice we are going with, though, is Breloom. Breloom is a cool Pokemon.
Breloom is another one that's real good for catching other Pokemon because it gets False Swipe and has paralysis
Yeah, and
abilities.
Spore. Like he's just a solid Pokemon.
And he gets good fighting moves.
Yeah, he's
actually real good.
he's a fighting grass type, so it's an interesting typing. Cool little boy.
He might be my fighting choice for this gen.
Not bad at all for.
He is my
Gen
fighting choice for
3.
this gen.
As we move to Hunter Ludicolo, I cannot complain about that at all. Ludicolo's
I had
totally
to choose I had to choose between Samade Amigo or the Tengu.
fine. Yeah.
And yeah,
Water grass is also an interesting typing choice.
Yep.
Good Pokemon. Ha.
Yep, it's a fake plant.
Yep.
Don't have to water it.
It's a fake plant. You don't have to water it.
Which is
And-
inexplicably a grass type, anyways.
Oh, yeah, the Tropius here.
Yep.
Get the banana tree.
your bananas whenever you want.
I just can't with it. I don't begrudge other people for liking it. I just can't.
I think it's a little over designed personally.
It also feels too much like, at least in my opinion, feels too much like Meganium, just a previous generation. It's a big dinosaur plant.
Terribly, you can have 2 dinosaur plants.
You can't have 2 dinosaur plants. Moving on to our electric options,
Sure,
which
options.
are very sparse. You got
Uh-huh.
you got the electric rats because they started doing the electric rats in every single thing. Did they do a Gen 2 electric rat? Gen 2 didn't have electric rat, did it?
Pichu.
It had Pichu. Didn't have really electric rat 'cause that's a previous generation.
Yep.
Or
Yep.
that's a pre.
So they had to make up for it by having 2.
Yeah, we had 2. Plusle and Minun. Was Gen 3 the first inclusion of double battles?
Yes.
Okay, well, that would make sense then, because their abilities synergize together. But yeah, Plusle and Minun, they're the rats. Then you have Electrike and Manectric. I don't care about Electric in this generation at all.
It's a pretty shitty thing.
You've got 4 and realistically 3 options.
Okay, we'll go with that one. Okay, there's a minus. You like blue more than red.
You nailed it on the head.
Hey, look, the marketing team likes red more than blue.
It's slightly closer to Pikachu. And also, it will also annoy people when they pull it from the Electro Gotcha.
Look at a
So-
Pikachu. Aww. And Krampus also likes red.
Yep.
That's all I can say about electric choices. On to ice.
We basically had 2. I mean,
We have another ice cast form. We have Snorunt, who turns into Glalie, and we don't have the other thing that Snorunt turns into, which is better, until later on. Mine is going to be Spheal. Didn't pick it earlier because I had another water type to go with, but Milotic's not a ice type, so here's my Spheal. Hunter. The horrible screaming boy.
It is a horrible screaming boy. Who after learning the lore for it, I will never Mega Evolve him ever again.
It
Poor
breaks
guy.
his jaw. He gets
Fucking
better.
breaks his jaw.
It's better after every fight. There's this feel I want to see from the marketing team.
Yeah, I can't really justify anything else here as a toy, so here have your adorable plushie.
Fantastic. Mission accomplished. Krampus also is Spiel.
Just adorable.
It
I
is
don't
adorable.
care about any of the ice ones in this generation, but Spiel is adorable.
It is just an adorable ball seal. Fighting type. We get some bad Pokemon here. Medicham is not good. Hariyama is a good Pokemon. And I don't
Fucking
mind
strong.
Hariyama.
But he's not Breloom.
But he's not Breloom. There's a very good chance that I'm just going to double pick Breloom here. Actually, I'm going to pick Hariyama just for variety's sake. Screw it. Pick a
Remember,
Breloom.
it's supposed to be your favorite. It's supposed to be your
Breloom.
favorite. It's not.
Yeah, if I have to pick
Yeah.
my favorite fighting type, this one's going to be Breloom.
It's like I've had doubles in each gen
Yeah.
so far.
Breloom is just good. Hariyama, not a bad Pokemon at all.
No.
Trash. Bottom line is trash.
Yep.
This Pokemon needs a Mega Evolution to be okay.
Yeah, you're not wrong. It is simply okay that he reaches.
It gets huge power and it only turns into an okay Pokemon. It doubles its attack stat and it's still only an okay Pokemon. Here's where we get a Breloom for fighting type out of Hunter.
Mhm.
Already talked about Breloom, fantastic Pokemon. Over on Vince, here's where we get a Hariyama.
Yep, it's a popular sumo wrestler toy for the Japanese boys, basically.
Okay, I can say.
That's the best I can do on this. Yeah.
And Krampus has Blaziken again. Solid choice if you liked Blaziken earlier.
Hariyama is too close to just a guy in a suit for me.
I mean, he is basically just a sumo fighter.
Fair.
Into poison types for this generation. There's an Arbok. Don't know what that's doing here.
That's not an Arbok.
We needed another poison moth already.
Uh-huh.
So Dustox exists. I'm going to go with Rosalia for my poison type. I don't care for Seviper as much as I like Arbok. And Rosalia is not a terrible Pokemon. A little bit different. I didn't choose in a grass because it's a much better grass type in my opinion. We'll do that. Hunter, your favorite poison type Pokemon is the Snack. Is that a shiny Snack?
I was gonna say my snack is sick again.
That one doesn't have a terrible shiny though.
No, pretty good.
Seviper's not bad.
I do like that when I was doing Scarlet Violet shiny hunting,
Uh-huh.
I got a Seviper and a Zangoose back to back.
Oh, I was chasing after.
Like within 10 minutes of each other. Got shiny of both of them.
You asshole, that was mine. I was trying to kill him.
They are the ones that are at eternal rivalries with the Zangoose.
Here's a Swalot from the marketing team.
Yep. Just
More slime in a jar.
more slime in a jar, basically. Yeah.
Fair enough. Not a lot we can say
Yeah.
about that one.
I don't really have great options here.
Yeah. And another Seviper. You don't want to release a snake on children?
Look, nature didn't give him
It's-
hands to turn into knives, so they just gave him a tail with a knife on it and 2 knives on his face.
Snake.
If it wasn't for the knife tail, I could justify it as a plushie.
Fair enough. Going into our ground type options.
Oh, actually tough.
Yeah, there's some tough options here. This little boy here, Nincada, is a ground option. He's an interesting one. Little bug. We got our camera up line from earlier. The Flygon, Trapinch to Flygon line is in here. Good ground type options. Obviously, our water starters are still in here as well. Groudon, we're not going to choose, is also a ground type. I'm going to go with the Flygon. I like Flygon. Trapinch is kind of whatever, and Vibrava is okay, but I like Flygon as Pokemon. That will be my choice for favorite ground type.
I think technically we could pick Groudon and Kyogre. I think the storyline has you catch them before you do the Elite Four.
I mean, you're the only one if the storyline has to let you catch it before the Elite Four option, not me.
Oh.
I can catch my favorite Pokemon whenever I want in that generation.
There.
I'm going with Flygon. Looks like you're going with a Swampert. Swampert's my evolution.
No,
No,
Marshtomp.
No, Marshtomp is the middle.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
Yeah, Swampert is the final. Yep. Swampert.
I don't know. I don't use them that much. I don't generally like the ground from this line.
That's fair. Over here we have a
Or in
ball
gen.
toy.
Yep, it's a light up spinny top.
That's
Yep.
right, Clay doll. It's a little evolution
Clay
of
doll.
ball toy.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Clay doll.
Oh, spinning top. Now we got a spinning top.
Yep.
And,
I'll probably have several more options for spinning top, but yes.
and we got a Clay doll, or not Clay doll, a Camerupt as our
Camerupt.
option from Krampus. Camerupt in contention for my fire type because, God help me. So look, here's Shadow Lugia, who is actually a Gen 3 Pokemon,
Yep.
and is now a
Actually
viable
Gen 3.
option for a flying type. We also have our birds for this one, Tallow, Swallow. Obviously, those birds are here. We have this Beautifly, who exists. Ninjask. Salamence is one of our flying options, as is Rayquaza, who I'm just gonna pick Rayquaza. Hold on here real quick. Just do that.
Yep.
So shiny Rayquaza is my favorite flying type because holy shit, Rayquaza's an awesome Pokemon. And also great shiny. The black and yellow on it is just fantastic. Hunter, are you also Rayquaza for? Okay, moving along. Shiny Rayquaza.
It's just such a great design.
What does the
And it is
marketing
such a
team
good
have for this
Pokemon.
one? Oh, Altaria. Altaria is not a bad choice.
Yeah, we're going with plushie because fuck it, I've done enough non-plushies. Also, I can't stretch any of these into something else.
Fair enough. Nothing wrong with Altaria. Altaria is perfectly fine.
Yeah.
And Krampus, your flying type is the Tallow?
Swallow, yeah.
Swallow.
But yeah, this is when they started coming out with the generic birds that actually looked interesting.
It is better. It is a better looking bird than a Pidgey. I'll give you that.
Yeah.
Moving into our psychic types.
Pretty much automatic choice for you, I'm assuming.
Yep, there we go. We have Gardevoir. We've used it in every game we had access to. Gardevoir is just a fantastic Pokemon. Like the whole design. Solid Pokemon all around. Hunter, your favorite psychic type?
I mean, I figured why not. But now I'm going for Gardevoir. Of course, it's Gardevoir.
Yeah, Gardevoir's fantastic. There are actually a bunch of psychic types. Like Metagross is also a fantastic option. They're a good psychic type, but that's also available for Steel later on.
Yep. They are also post-game only.
That's only restriction for you, but not for me. But
Yep.
But it still wasn't going to happen because Gardevoir's in this set.
No, it's more of, like, that's the annoying thing about it, is it's a real good Pokemon.
Gardevoir,
It also has a real shit catch rate in other games. Because it's a gift Pokemon that's post-Elite Four
yeah.
in Gen 3.
Gardevoir also the choice for the marketing team.
Yep. Continuing our adult line, also unusually popular for the adults.
The life-size one sold out almost immediately, from what I understand.
That doesn't surprise me. And Gardevoir gets a clean sweep. Also, Gardevoir
That's two
from
clean
Krampus.
sweeps.
It is not a hard choice.
No, Gardevoir's like there are other good psychic options in here. Like Metagross is good.
Okay. Okay.
Yes, but
It was
I'm
actually
saving those-
actually kind of a difficult choice for me
But yeah,
because I did
just-
have
yeah.
the question mark and exclamation mark unknowns.
Yes, there were more unknowns for you.
More
That much is true.
punctuation marks we can throw into the gotcha balls.
Yeah.
We have
We've had two clean sweeps that weren't the you only get one choice.
I like Shedinja. Shedinja I think is a fantastic idea for a Pokemon. A Pokemon that you get when Kata evolves if you have an empty slot in your party to get him. You get Shedinja. He is the only Pokemon with Wonder Guard, which makes you immune to all
attacks that aren't super
damaging
effective.
attacks that aren't super effective, but not fixed damage stuff does still get through.
Yeah.
And not statuses, etc. So you can still like burn them and stuff like that. But it is a very interesting thing. He has one hit point. Here's the earlier stuff for the Beautifly, who's a flying type that showed up earlier, as well as Dustox. They have two very similar middle evolution, Silcoon and Cascoon.
They're very similar because they both come off of Wurmple.
Because they both come off of Whirlpool. I'm actually going to go with Masquerain. Masquerain, not a terrible Pokemon. Comes from our little water boy here, Water Spooter. Also, because I don't care for either the two bugs or mice, Illumise and Volbeat, and I've never really cared for the Armaldo line. So I'm going to go with Masquerain. Little bug. Hunter.
I like Anorith.
Yeah.
I think he's an adorable little guy. It's a shame he turns into such a piece of shit. But hey, we have a lot of Pokemon on this list that are adorable as young ones.
That is true. A lot of Pokemon look good, look adorable early on, then fall apart when they grow up. Just like
Wurmple
real
is a
people.
very close second favorite of mine for bug in this gen, because it does have a randomness to what you're going to get out of it.
Yeah, that's fair. We have Silcoon from the marketing department.
No explanation? Okay.
That's acceptable. We get Shedinja from Krampus.
One of the most interesting concepts they had in Pokemon for quite a while.
Yeah,
Yep.
it like the way it works is interesting. It's an interesting Pokemon. The whole idea of how interesting how you get it and interesting how it functions.
I
Now they
realized
hear
it was me.
the marketing department back. They want to elaborate on Silcoon.
Yes, it's very simple. It's a bunch of string that we can put inside the Electro Gotcha for more
Okay,
filler.
some more filler Pokemon for Electro Gotcha. Got it.
God damn it.
Yeah.
Then we get to our rock types. Is the evolution for Nosepass not?
Gen 4.
Oh, I didn't realize its evolution wasn't in Gen 3. You know what? I'm going to pick my Relicanth here. I really don't care for most of the rock types. I've never been a huge fan of the Aeron into Aggron line. And I don't really care for either of the two fossils in this one. Plus, it's the Sun, the Moon, whatever. And nor Regirock. Yeah, so Relicanth. It's a Coelacanth. I'm fine with it. We have a Coelacanth again.
Mm-hmm.
The marketing team has chosen a Regirock.
Oh god, the trauma
It's an
coming
action
back.
figure. It is so much of an action figure.
It is very action figure-esque. It is definitely
Yeah.
more action figure than like Regice.
Yeah.
Ender of runs.
And Krampus' chosen one is the Armaldo.
Nature tried to give it knives for hands, so it just gave it knives on its neck.
Fucking atrocious.
Our ghost type options, which we have two of right now. We have a couple in this one. There's this trashy boy in the middle. I don't know why this thing is here. No one would ever like that. This is where I'll put my Shedinja. We can just skip Hunter. He's not gonna have anything interesting to talk about here. What does the marketing team have?
The marketing team also has a Shedinja. As it turns out, parents really like toys that are very hard to destroy.
That's fair. It is basically indestructible as long as you don't hit it with very specific attack types.
Yep.
You can still burn it, though, when you want to get rid of it, because your kid being an asshole.
Exactly.
Krampus, your choice for Ghost is a Bayonet. And I see you've already chosen your Dragon type.
Sorry, I got ahead of myself.
Yeah. Okay, so
But yeah,
so Hunter, do you want to talk about your,
My little ghosty boy.
your little ghosty boy?
There are a number of reasons I really do love Duskull. He is kind of adorable. He's very mischievous. I love his little skull mask. And he has one of my favorite shinies, which is a Gundam reference in the fact that he's a red shiny and he has a mono eye.
Oh, he's become a Sharazaku.
And yeah, no, I love him. I find him to be the better ghost of the two main ghost lines in Gen 3. I mean, there is the Sableye. I don't like you, Sableye.
Aw.
You're a fantastic gimmick, but if you know the gimmick, it's so easy to take you out.
Oh, Shedinja's an interesting gimmick. It's not tough.
Yeah.
Did you want to... go ahead.
But honestly, like, the Shop It line, I don't think there's anything great about you. And you're more powerful as Dusclops, but man, do you lose your appeal to me by gaining legs and hands. And being the grappler Pokemon.
The grappler Pokemon.
So yeah, it's Duskull. I really like him. And my introduction to him was in Gen 4, because I actually skipped Gen 3 at first.
Oh.
And encountering my first non-hacked shiny as him.
Very nice. Krampus, did you want to elaborate on your ghost choice?
Honestly, I was going back and forth as whether I wanted to do another bug in Bug and make Shedinja my ghost. But honestly, I had more of an opinion about the ghosts in here than I do about most of the bugs.
That's fair.
So I don't have any particular attraction to Duskull or Dusclops, and
Yeah, it's fair.
and likewise, I just think Banette's like one of the more interesting designs.
It's a creepy doll.
It is a creepy doll.
So, Hunter, what's your dragon choice?
I
Mine's already chosen. So just the non-shiny Rayquaza.
Oh yeah, I guess I'll have the non-shiny version there as well. Just like I did in Duskull, my favorite is the shiny Duskull.
Yeah.
Just getting ahead of that there.
Like, Rayquaza is still easily the best dragon in this generation. A fantastic Pokemon still. Both color schemes are good, so I had to get them both
Yep.
in here. For the marketing team, it looks like we have the Shelgon.
Yep.
Part of the
This thing
Salamence
is
line.
obviously this thing is totally a blender ball for your protein shakes. Kids like to work out, right?
Remember, you don't have to make them for the kids.
No, but I like the idea of them making a Pokemon
Yep.
blender ball.
No, I'm fine with that. It was more of, you don't have to be for kids, right? There's a number of things you've already put out there that are definitely not for kids.
And Krampus' dragon Pokemon is a Rayquaza.
Rayquaza. Yeah.
Yeah.
There's got to be some Rob. He is a really good design.
He is.
And he is the only Pokemon capable of quelling the legendary hater energy that is Kyogre.
Yep.
It's true.
Hey, knock it off. They get to
Would you mind? I'm trying to sleep.
our dark type for this generation. We do have an adorable puppy. I forgot.
Required dog.
I forgot that
Why do so many
Cacturn.
dogs get dark type?
I don't know. They made dogs darker at some point for some reason. There's fan favorite Absol, the dark type.
Yeah.
Crawdont picks up dark type. The earlier part of it didn't have. I like things gaining dark type partway through. I'm gonna actually pick the adorable little tiny hyena. Poochyena.
Gina?
Name was failing to remember the adorable thing's name. Sharpedo.
Sharpedo! Motherfucking shark!
Sharpedo's not bad. He's also a mount in Sun and Moon.
Yes, it is.
Also Sharpedo from the marketing team.
Yep, this is totally something that a boy fires at his little sister from like an air-powered gun thing. It's just...
Little foam Sharpedo darts.
yeah.
Ow,
Oh,
my
crap.
eye!
Oh crap! We should have made those of foam.
Oh,
Oh,
charge more if we don't. And we get Absol out of Krampus.
It's a Pokemon with a knife on it. I'm legally required.
Let's see. Krampus has found his niche.
Nature keeps arming these animals.
After that, we got our Steel types. My Steel type is a pretty obvious choice. We'll go ahead and throw our Mawile here. Mawile is one of my favorite Pokemon that we have. Hold on. Oh, yeah, I know. That has to be a Mawile under Steel.
Mm-hmm.
Like, obviously, she's going to come back. Favorite Steel type for Hunter looks like also a Mawile.
Just a good design.
Also gets huge power when it gets its Mega Form.
Yep.
Still not a great
It
Pokemon
has an
even in
actual-
Mega Form, but it makes it more usable.
Yeah, that's fair.
Anything gets huge power is more usable, typically. Not good, but more usable. Also, Steel Fairy, one of the best typings in the game.
Yeah. Not wrong.
I see the marketing team has chosen the first stage evolution Beldum of the Metagross line.
yep, it's a flashlight. This is 100% a flashlight.
I can't argue it.
That is fair. And we got a Mawile out of Krampus as well. My fairy pick is pretty obvious because we've already chosen it earlier. It was either going to be her or Mawile, and it's going to be a Gardevoir. And it's a Gardevoir for Hunter. And it's a
The shiny one.
Corellia.
Kirlia.
Yeah, I'm trying to remember what the mid save resolution was. I remember the first one's rolls.
Yep.
And Krampus is also going back to the Gardevoir. What's our reason for not doing Gardevoir from the marketing team?
Oh, I already did Gardevoir.
Oh, okay. You need more options.
Yeah,
For
hey,
your
I already did.
gotcha?
No, as it turns out, Gardevoir was very popular for our adult line, so we decided to expand it also into Corellia. We also put the same monitoring technology that we had in the Noctowl into this one, except it connects to the FBI instead of parents.
Fair.
Ah,
Fair.
very good. Starter, I actually don't care too much about any of the starters
Why are
for this
those
generation.
starters? Oh, okay.
What's that? Why are what starters?
The Plusle and Minoon.
Wow.
They're starters for Pokemon Ranger.
When you're weird side. Oh, Pokemon Ranger.
Yeah.
I don't really care for most of these starters. If I have to pick one, I think it's going to be the Mudkip line. Gen 3 just not big on starters for me. Gen 4 has definite favorite starter.
XD Gale of Darkness, apparently. But
Ah,
Eevee didn't start here, so...
no, he's a Gen 1 Pokemon.
Yeah, the little grass lizard.
A grass lizard. Comes a Christmas tree later on that's really fast.
I'm never letting him evolve.
Our marketing team has the Torchic.
Yeah, we're basically looking for plushies here, and it is really a toss-up with the Mudkip, but it probably goes just slightly more cuddly.
Fair enough. Also a Torchic from Krampus, but you also have the Blaziken line, so that makes sense.
Yeah.
Our favorite gimmick form for this one. There are some decent gimmick forms here. There is, of course, Mega Rayquaza, who is a solid option. We have Mega Gardevoir, we have Mega Mawile. We got some of the newer ones, like the evolved, the weird fucked up Absol. Mega Metagross is really good. I'm kind of torn between, honestly, like I like Mega Gardevoir, but visually I don't think it's that much different from regular Gardevoir. My choice would probably go between the two horned Mawile or the Mega Rayquaza, and unfortunately, Mega Rayquaza is just a absolutely stellar, fantastic design, and the Mega version is still just good. We'll go ahead and make him a shiny as well.
Oh.
He gets some red
Well,
added
in
on to become
that-
shiny.
In that case,
Hunter's thing has disappeared.
weird.
Uh,
Let me... apparently minimizing the window killed the Ninja Link. Let me send you a new one.
Send me a new link.
Hold on, it's being a butt. Give me a second.
Technical difficulties.
There we go. That's good to know for future.
No minimize.
Yeah, it was not letting me click on the things, so I minimized it to make sure it was not an interface thing.
There we go. Okay.
Gimmick form,
see, also
definitely gonna
Mega
yeah,
Rayquaza.
Also, Mega Rayquaza. I did have it shiny, but
But I put shiny, so
show
you
both.
took it off.
yep. And I just got my legend out of the way because, yeah.
Gimmick form for the marketing department. Looks like it is the Mega shiny Mega.
Yes,
Whatchamacallit? Sableye.
Sableye.
Maybe like-
it's our super rare pull for the Electro Gotcha Ball.
Ah.
We also have the regular ones in there at a much higher rarity.
Much higher rarity, of course.
Of course, of course.
Krampus's
You have
gimmick.
to come back on the legend here. So, yeah.
Krampus's gimmick form is the Mega Mawwow. Very good choice. It was really a toss-up between that and
It's a really good form, and it also like really doesn't work when you think about it for 2 seconds. It's like,
No.
oh, okay, so now I just got 2 things that are growing out of me. So now I gotta walk backwards towards my enemy, and if you get hit, it's your fault.
It's an important note for people who aren't aware of Mawwow. Those are not mouths, despite what you think. Those are horns. She's incapable of eating
Yep.
with them.
Yep.
We can finish off here. Favorite legend, and this one's going to be pretty obvious.
It's Ray, last name Quaza.
Rayquaza, favorite legend, no doubt in this in Gen 3. Rayquaza just basically a clean sweep across the board, most things that hit it. And my favorite is, overall for this generation, is going to be the Gardevoir. Gardevoir, fantastic Pokemon. Plus we need some Fairy type on my favorite team. Hunter is obviously legend is Rayquaza, and favorite we've already seen is this shiny Duskull.
Yep.
The
Little baby Char.
The marketing team has a favorite of Gardevoir and a legend of Registeel.
Yep. Registeel. We managed to make this a Roomba.
I don't know how, but okay.
I'm fine with it.
It's a bit on the top-heavy side, but that's got a good flat bottom.
No, it just lies on the ground. It's just Registeel scraping.
It's like an actual Roomba. It just gets caught in everything and falls over. Cool.
Just huge grooves torn through your floor as things gone through.
Uh,
And then Krampus' favorite legend, the Rayquaza, and favorite for the one is Gardevoir got a clean sweep for the favorite
it's an
choice.
iconic design. It's a
It did not
good
get a clean
Pokemon.
It-
I don't even have to tell you that this is going to be the top
Oh, no,
seller.
never mind. We don't care about your skull.
How dare you?
Oh.
Don't you ever talk to me or my son again.
Well, since I'm no longer allowed to talk to you or your son, I guess we have to call the stream here. Since it's about around our usual stop time anyway, so we got through 3 generations. We did a bit of discussion for each of them, so it took took longer than planned, quote unquote, but perfectly fine realistically.
Yeah.
Having conversation going is better than not having conversation going. So if we keep the same pace up, we'll almost certainly get through 3 generations next week, and then 3 generations the following week. May run a little bit longer on the 3rd one there, so we can finish off the favorites across the board, ultimate favorite, and then we'll do the
Best of.
We might do best of as a separate stream and just try and knock through all of it at once, because it's not going to be going through 4 people's different things. It's going to be one sheet.
That's
So
fair.
we'll try and
Yeah.
finish off, get through plan on getting through 4 through 6, and then 7 through 9 on the next 2 sessions. And then a final session for best of, where we discuss what is the best Pokemon in each slot, quote unquote, not just our favorites. Thank you everyone for joining. We'll be back here again on Thursday with more Yakuza 0. Again on Sunday for our doubleheader of both In Hindsight, continuing through the various White Wolf books. And into, technically World of Darkness books, and
Yes.
into Super Remu Sundays. And back here Monday for the next set of our picking the best Pokemon options for, at the very least, Gens 4 through 6. I've been Shiv.
I've been the Krampus.
I've been Hunter Grain.
And I'm Vincent.
And thank you all for everyone for joining us. We'll see you again next week.
Attach more knives to Pokemon.
There are more Pokemon with knives later on, don't worry.
Mm-hmm.